that the basis of my greatness or my being a hero in anything is based on the love of the people. I came up during the Nollywood time. As a matter of fact, there was no Nollywood when we came in. I just moved in and did my first movie, Living in Bondage, and the whole world recognized it as being perfect. The whole Nigeria and Nigerians, irrespective of religion, tribe, language, recognized that movie. And they patronized it. The first part that we brought out was not subtitled, raw Igbo. But they still loved it so much that they insisted we must subtitle it so that they will hear everything. And that showed me that Nigerians are simply looking for spirit of excellence. They don't care your tribe, they don't care your religion. We are not a religiously bigoted nation or tribalistic nation. No. It's our leaders that are trying to exploit these fault lines in order to keep us divided to rule us. And living in bondage taught me that. So the love of people is the basis of whatever greatness I would lay my hands on. And that's why you see me loving people every time, every day, thanking them for their support and prayers, and saying within me that I am going to do whatever I would do in my life to make the lives of Nigerians and the people that have made me a hero, I will make their lives comfortable for in any way and in any position I find myself. I'll tell you something that will surprise you. One day in my closet, I had something like an inspiration, a voice. And the voice was like, do you know why I'm making you? And I was surprised. It says, so that you will make the people. That's why you see me. My loyalty has always been to the people. Everything I am doing, even in politics, my loyalty is to the people. My loyalty is to the truth. My loyalty is to the country, not to any politician or any political party. So I use this opportunity of my birthday to say thank you to the people around the world, especially Nigerians, for your support and prayers. You have been wonderful. I do not take it for granted. I love you all and will continue to love you forever. Thank you. I cherish it.
Thank you very much. Maybe you need to use this opportunity of your birthday to share with your followers your modest journey and how you have evolved as a politician.
Well, like I said, the basis, the foundation of my love for politics is that I have been helping people, doing the little philanthropy that I can in my town, anywhere I go to, and I love to keep it private. I do not love to keep it public because my religion says let your left hand not know what your right hand is doing, so that your Father that sees in secret will reward you openly. So I'm not the type that is very loud as to the philanthropy that I carry on. But then I started having the inspiration that there is a limit to what you can do as an individual. If you love the people, there is nothing wrong in joining the political field so that you will be able to be placed in a better position to influence what will be good for them. So when you are in politics, you'll be able to influence governmental decisions to favor the people. You'll be able to influence policies that will conduce to the welfare of the people. So I love politics because democracy is the government for the people. If we can tell our democracy to cater for the security and welfare of Nigerians, then we are sure to build the most powerful nation on earth. This country has whatever it takes to be the best in the world. We are blessed in material and in human resources. So politics gives you the power, it gives you the exposure to be able to help people more if your intention is to help the people. So my journey towards politics, I've been I've been a public affairs analyst, and then being politically inclined. I've been in politics from the one in the university days. I remember I was in politics, and throughout our 4 years in the university, we were protesting against every illicit action of the government that was against the welfare of the people. I was in University of Nigeria, and we did not graduate with other universities in 1989 because of our insistence that the government must be for the welfare of the people. Well, rather than our going for our youth service after June, we went around November. That was why in 1989, whoever graduated from University of Nigeria, as the university, went for the second version of the NYSC, which will take you 2 weeks or thereabout, because of our radical nature in opposing regimes that are not organized for the welfare of the people. So I've been very politically sensitive. But coming into, as I grew up, when I finished my law profession, when I graduated and was called to bar, and I decided it is time to go into politics, as in being a participant. I have been very politically active from 1999, but sometime after 2011, then I started becoming very active. I offered myself the first time in 2014 as in 2015, because you do your primary like a year before, to be the House of Representatives member representing Nsukka Igboeze South Federal Constituency. But when I saw how things were happening, as a matter of fact, they just organized a meeting one day and told all of us to step down for somebody. And I'm like, excuse me, is it the way you guys do this? I'm not willing to do this. It will not happen. And it didn't happen. But I withdrew. But I made sure that people, we are not compelled to step down. As in, because one person just called everybody and said, stakeholders meeting, you must step down. So I said, no. Democracy means people should be allowed to contest. But after that day, I personally said, I'm not going to participate in this charade. But I spoke my mind all the same. When I wanted to be governor in 2019, it was absurd. When I saw what they were doing, I refused to contest for it. So I've not actually contested for any election. I have simply aspired to be an elected member. So now that I saw the level of the decadence in the electoral process in Nigeria, I decided that the best thing, since I would not compromise my principles, is to stay in politics, to fight against all these ills, and see how I can enthrone men that I'm convinced that have the capacity, working together with them to ensure that we have a good president. Because we are operating a powerful presidential system where all the executive powers of the federation is vested in the president. So if we get our presidency correct, we would have gotten Nigeria correct. So I said, okay, I'm going to spend my time, my resources, my energy, my knowledge to ensure that Nigerians enthrone a fair-minded, knowledgeable, God-fearing president who will now use all those powers to build the institutions that we need to excel in this world. That is what I'm committed to, and that's what probably I'll still do in 2027. I did it in 2023, and in 2027, that's exactly what I will still do. So this is the little journey that I have had. I've been a presidential spokesperson when I was in Labour Party. I'm now a member of the National Working Committee in the capacity of National Ex Officio of the African Democratic Congress, which is now the only opposition party, which by the grace of God will form the next government in 2027 in the Federal Republic of Nigeria, by the grace of God.
All right, U.S. President Donald Trump has designated Nigeria a country of particular concern. And what are the implications for Nigeria?
Being designated as the country of particular concern by the United States of America means that the U.S. has determined that the country is engaging in or tolerating specifically severe violations of religious freedom. This designation power is gotten from the International Religious Freedom Act of 1998, where the Department of State is empowered to monitor and report on annual basis the infringements of religious freedom worldwide. Then the Secretary of State now has the power to designate some countries based on the findings of the annual report as countries of particular concern. I think this should be in section 402B1A of the IRFA of the United States of America. Now, these are the consequences. If America find that you are now a country of particular concern, they can go into direct engagement. In other words, negotiations. In other words, going to agreements on how you will improve the religious freedom conditions that they will give you. They can go into diplomatic sanctions. That means degrading, as a way of protest, the relationship you have with the United States. Maybe sacking your ambassador, withdrawing ambassadors, degrading that relationship. They can go into economic sanctions, which is limiting aid or limiting trade. And that's why you saw Donald Trump at the first time saying Nigeria is designated as a country of particular concern, and this may lead to the sanctions, this may lead to cutting off aids. Now, here is the point. How did Nigeria get to this point? Because America was saying that there is a genocide and the massacring of Christians in Nigeria. This is where I am embarrassed. This is where I say it is disgraceful and shameful that the government's response is not that there is no killing of Christians. The response is that no, America, you did not even say it as bad as it is. It's not only Christians that are being killed. Even Muslims are killed. Even traditional believers are killed. Even everybody is killed. What a shame. Country that a government whose duty is to secure the lives and welfare of people are given as a defense that not only Christians are being killed, but Muslims, everybody is being killed also. What an international admission of failure on the basic duty of government. So when Donald Trump says, and when Americans say Christians are killed, the government has practically admitted it. That is failure. Because no one person is supposed to be killed in a country without account. One person, the death of one person, is 100% loss to the family. You can't have two fathers. When your father is dead, he's dead forever. When your son, at times your only child, is dead forever. The finality of death should make our governments and our politicians and our leaders to be ashamed that what they are saying is not that Christians are not being killed. Meaning, they're actually telling Americans, sorry, you're not even saying it as bad as it is. What a shame. So, the most important thing is that we have security problems, security challenges, and even the government is not denying it. So if America says Christians are killed, they are saying the truth. The issue of genocide, it depends on who is analyzing it. So you just can't wish it away. Why did I say that? Did you not hear people from Benue saying that some foreign invaders, and I'm talking about the governor of Benue State, Governor Alia, that this massacre of his people are perpetrated by terrorists who are mostly foreign invaders with the aim of sacking the people from their land, eliminating the people from their land in order to take over their land. What does that mean? So Nigeria is a vast country. So if you want to talk about whether there's genocide or not, it depends on who is talking about it. If you go to Plateau, they're shouting the same thing, that they want to kill everybody, sack everybody from their land in order to take over their land. So what is that? Having said that, I agree that American government should sanction these corrupt politicians, those that have refused to give us free, fair, credible election, those that are orchestrating violence and rigging during election, those that are stealing Nigerian money and housing it abroad, which these foreign governments know, those that are engaging in sponsoring these terrorists, because some people are sponsoring these terrorists. UAE gave us a list one time. Jonathan said he has Boko Haram members in his cabinet. Abacha said if any insecurity lasts more than 24 hours, the government is aware of it. If there is no complicity of people in government, this will not last from 2009. So what I'm saying is that American government has a point. And then Tinubu's incompetence in the way he's handling international relations is even what made this issue worse. The last time I granted an interview to you people, I pleaded with President Bola Tinubu. I said, please, sir, be careful the way you deal with Donald Trump. You can't wish him away. Even in your village, if you have the strongest man and he happens to be behaving in a funny way, you are still needed to use wisdom to know how to deal with him. I pleaded with him. And look at, Donald Trump fired the first tweet, designating Nigeria as a country of particular concern. And then Tinubu fired his own tweet. No, you don't do that with Donald Trump. Not that you're scared of him, no. But you have to check the psychology of a particular leader and evolve diplomatic and wise way to follow him. My master's is on international law and diplomacy. And I can always tell you that Tinubu, when you people asked me the last time, what is my rating of the international relations of Nigeria on that, I say it's a disaster. You are now seeing what I saw. How can you, more than 200 million persons have been pleading with you, President Bola Tinubu, appoint qualified ambassadors to represent Nigeria, especially in these major countries? No. You want to do only the things you want. And you know, because of the condition of your body and mind, at times you do not take reasonable decisions. Daniel Bwala, when his brain was still working, because he was the one who said if you enter APC, your brain stops working. When his brain was still working, he described Tinubu's government as a government that has audacity of hypocrisy and hypocrisy of competence. Meaning Tinubu has the audacity to take decisions, but he ends up taking hypocritical decisions, meaning wrong decisions. Meaning that when Tinubu is purporting to be competent, there is no competence in it. It's simply hypocritical. This is the exact word of Daniel Bwala when Tinubu decided to choose a fellow Muslim to become his vice president. Now, we are paying for it. Tinubu fired the tweet back to Donald Trump. And I laughed because I knew what was going to come after. When Donald Trump now fired his own threats, the use of force, if need be, What did Tinubu do again? No, let Tinubu fire back, so that it will be fire for fire. When Donald Trump did the first one, if we had a beautiful ambassador, a wonderful, intelligent ambassador, he would have gone through the back door, not coming to fire back, to explain the situation of Nigeria to America and urging America that we need the help of everybody, including America. Then he fire back. No, Nigeria is not, like I said, shamelessly, with respect, admitting that you have security problems, but everybody is being killed. What a defense. In law, there's what we call general travel and specific travel. They will tell you have to specifically traverse every armament that is made against you. Let me give you an example. If they say you stole 500 naira and you say, no, I didn't steal 500 naira, and you leave it at that, you have not said you are not a thief. Because you have not said that you did not steal 400 naira. So you have to say, no, I did not steal 500 naira, and I have not stolen any money at all. Can Nigeria specifically traverse the allegation that Christians are being killed? No, they cannot. They are saying everybody is killed. But the real traverse in law that would have exculpated you is saying, no Christians is being killed. Nobody is being killed at all. But we can't say that. So the issue here is that incompetence of Tinubu. The whole Nigeria was begging Tinubu, appoint ambassadors. He refused. A tweet by a foreign president is making him now to consider, watch, within 1 week or so, he will appoint the ambassadors. Telling you that this is a man that is reactionary, has nothing to offer Nigerians except hypocritical leadership style, according to Daniel Buwala. He said audacity of hypocrisy and hypocrisy of competence. So when Tinubu purports to be competent, we are seeing the result of his incompetence every day. Right from when he was the chairman of ECOWAS, how ECOWAS became fractured. You now have Association of Sahel region countries. Now, when he became the chairman of ECOWAS, he threatened to remove the government of another country within 7 days. Now, another country is threatening your own, so that you will understand how incompetent and unwise for you to threaten another country. Now, even Chad is closing our border. What is the extent that we can take from the incompetence of a Tinubu and APC government? So what is happening with America designating us and the way it is being handled is crash. I mean, it is complete display of incompetence of a government and hypocrisy. A government that told you that in August they had made all the revenues that they projected to make within a year. You cannot appoint ambassadors, cannot pay them. So Nigeria is now left in the hands of incompetent leaders. Let Tinubu use cotton wool and close the mouth of all those his purported spokespersons before they talk us into trouble. They don't know nothing. They don't know what they are doing. And let Tinubu stop responding so that people of me, we have men in this country, anyone you want, so that they can respond for us. So what happened is that there is an insecurity problem in Nigeria, which Nigeria should work hard to eliminate completely. You do it through catching the sponsors of, can you imagine, about 15,000 persons have died in one way or the other from terrorist attacks since Tinubu came to power in 2023. Is that not a massacre? 15,000. They should try to get the sponsors, expose them, stop them, whoever they are. Then they should stop playing politics. Can't you see the hand of karma in what is happening? Buhari and Tinubu, they led a delegate to America to report insecurity of Nigeria to America during the Jonathan's regime. Can't you see karma? And now they are screaming, opposition. Opposition what? Opposition power on there. Opposition.
All right, from what you said.
Now, they should try to increase the morale of the fighting force, increase the boots on ground. A country where the government is awarding one contract for 15 trillion naira, where his family has interest. If that 15 trillion naira had been put into security because of the then need of it, we will be out of this security. Now, since Tinubu came in, I have been begging, let state police be approved. The governor of Zamfara, vowed with the Quran, 2 months he will wipe out insecurity, that he knows where all these people are. And Governor Soludo is actually proving it to be correct with ordinary vigilante. He has destroyed about 60 camps of insecurity, and insecurity in Anambra State, whether I like it or not, has been eliminated to a reasonable extent. Tinubu cannot let him hear this advice. Let him support the creation of state police like yesterday. Because we will talk our own. The opposition will even, because we don't play policy with security, we will even give our own recommendation. Yet this government will not implement it. And they will open their mouth. Opposition. Please.
All right. From all you said, obviously you are not satisfied with government's response to what Donald Trump has said. Of course, Anambra State Governor downplayed it, and the FCT Minister has described it as the action of opposition parties. They are the ones hyping this over this Christian genocide. What's your take on that?
If Soludo is playing down the death of 15,000 persons from 2023, why did he play up the security challenges in his own state? Why did he have to equip a new fighting force to fight insecurity? He was just playing politics. Anybody who plays down on the death of even one person would report to God. If Soludo himself had been killed, would he be governor? And for saying opposition, dumb, that's a dumb reasoning. When people say, this insecurity did not start with Tinubu, that's an annoying submission, very annoying. Because the reason he contested to be president is to be able to stop it. And he promised he will stop it. If he didn't start with you and you can't handle it, what was your business coming to contest to be president? We were not looking for a pope. We were not looking for a pastor. We were not looking for an imam. We were looking for a leader who will give us security and welfare. And he said, we danced for it. We begged for it. And nobody should pity us because we said we would do it. So let him do it. I don't like to hear all these dumb excuses. Yes, it has been on since what? So, if you can't handle it, why did you contest to be president and commander-in-chief of the armed forces? Armed forces, all the armed forces are in your command. You can't handle it, resign. Let another person that can handle it come in. Excuses and successes do not go together. Any leader that is used to giving excuses by whatever name called is a failure. Touch them in economy. They'll give excuses. They inherited rotten economy. They inherited bad, dead economy. Excuses. Talk security. It did not start with us. What are you doing sitting there? The only thing we want to hear is results. And that is what we're expecting. Opposition has no business. Do you see this government as a government that spares opposition? When they were doing rumor, when they were having rumor of Q or rumor of this, like I said, it's a rumor. The governors that they were suspecting that were part of it, are they part of the opposition? The rumor, the ones that are rumor, I said, IAPC members. No opposition can afford to enter into insecurity to do anything to the government, because the opposition person knows the consequences. Because if you use force, you are a member of the opposition, you won't be spared. So it's only the ruling party, like Jonathan said, that there are some Boko Haram in my cabinet. It's only the ruling party that has the solution, because they have the security reports. If any member of the opposition is involved, let the person pay the price. If any member of the ruling party is involved, let the person pay the price, and we'll have a safe country. Excuses are dumb, because successes and excuses will never go together.
You've been very vocal over the issue of creation of Adada states from the southeast. What informed this advocacy, and what are the benefits you think are derivable from it?
Well, first of all, the National Assembly was very clear in their declaration that a state should be created from the southeast. Southeast is a geopolitical zone, it's not a tribe. So, when people talk about southeast, there are 5 states in the southeast: Anambra, Enugu, Imo, Abia, and Ebonyi. So, by the declaration of the National Assembly, any state that should be created must be created from these 5 states. And that is because of the injustice meted out to the southeast people, where they have 5 states. And there are some geopolitical zones that have 7 states. So any area not part of southeast is not qualified at all to even be considered. And let me sound this note of caution. If by any means the National Assembly creates another state geopolitical zone, they have increased the agitation, because you have increased the number of states in that geopolitical zone to be 7, and the southeast will still remain 5, and they will continue to agitate against marginalization. So what the National Assembly said is a state should be created from the southeast, and it is not from the south. There is a disconnect here. When people are talking about Anioma State, with respect, Anioma State are Igbos, and Igbos have always been very proud of all their brothers in all parts of the world. The Igbos are spread in all parts of the world. That's why I always say that the world is the only country that is big enough to accommodate the Igbo man. But here is the point. Anioma State is in the south, not in the southeast, but they are Igbo. So if you create Anioma State and there is nobody from the southeast that is against the creation of Anioma State, but it has to be created from the south, not from the southeast. If you create Anioma State, you have made the numbers of the state in the south to be 7, and that will increase the agitation. And there is no way legally you can say that Anioma State can be created from the southeast, because that will need boundary adjustment. The states have been settled. The geopolitical zones have been recognized by law. In the Federal Character Commission, you will see the geopolitical zones. And Anioma is in the south. So Anioma is not qualified by law to be created from the southeast. So legally and unconstitutionally, they are not part of the southeast. So they cannot be talking about being created from the southeast. But here is the point. And this is what I'm telling my Anioma brothers. The Igbos have never, ever, there's no place we have ever denied Anioma people. They have even been the ones who have confessed that maybe because of the war and all those things, at times they denied that they are not Igbo. So we love them, we cherish them. I love them and cherish them. But this is what happened, which they have not taken note of. Every majority tribe in Nigeria has that advantage that they are spread in about 3 geopolitical zones. Every majority tribe. And they use it for their own advantage. The Hausa Fulani is spread in the northwest, northeast, and north central. So meaning any president from Hausa Fulani extraction can actually appoint Hausa Fulani from the northwest, from the northeast, from the north central, and still be arguing that it's from different geopolitical zones. The Yoruba are spread southwest, north, and even a little bit of south-south. So a president of Yoruba extraction can actually appoint Yoruba from the southwest, from the north, and from the south-south, and still argue that no, he's appointing people from different geopolitical zones. Ndi Igbo too, as the majority tribe, are spread in the southeast, in the south-south, and in the north. So any attempt by anybody to say let the whole Igbo come into one zone, to become one geopolitical zone, you are actually diminishing in the Igbo. You are actually removing that advantage you have as a majority tribe, because any Igbo president will not have the opportunity to appoint Igbos from the 3 geopolitical zones and still claim he has not offended the Federal Character Commission. Look at what Tinubu is doing. Apart from the preponderance of the southwest people he has appointed, he has now shifted. When people started crying so much, he has now shifted to north central, and he's still appointing the Yoruba, but claiming they are from the north. Dulari, NNPC chairman, Amopito, INEC chairman, the Attorney General of the Federation. These are from north, but these are all Yoruba. Now you have the Chief of Defense Staff. Now you have the Chief of Army Staff. But they will tell you no, the Chief of Army Staff is from the north. Odulari is from the north. Amopito is from the north. The Attorney General of the Federation, Latif Fagbemi, is from the north. But they are all Yoruba. That is the advantage that majority tribe have. The minorities do not have it. So when the Anioma people are actually saying they should collapse into South, they are not helping the Igbo nation. What they should be doing is to fight for Anioma state to be created from South-South, so that if there is any Igbo, any president of Nigeria from Igbo extraction, he can actually appoint an Igbo person from Southeast, appoint an Igbo person from South-South, appoint an Igbo person from the North, because the Igbos are in Kogi, they are in Benue. And he would have not offended the Federal Character Commission. So you see, ignorance, I'm sorry to use the word, but lack of knowledge. You see, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. If you say you want to create a number from the Southeast, if you say it's the 6th state, no, the original 5 states are still remaining 5, and you have diminished in the Igbo. But if you create one more state in the Southeast, it will be 6. And if we now have a Nioma state from South, we have 7, as in Igbo nation. So please, stop this issue about you want to create a Nioma state from the Southeast. You are actually compacting us, diminishing us, not expanding us. What we need is expansion. I would want Igbo to be created from every state. So that's another point. Let's talk about viability. A lot of people do not know that the Nsukka land is the most viable area in the whole Nigeria to stand as a state. First of all, what did the budget office say recently? They said that the Enugu state is the most viable state now that can survive without FAC. It is there. Adada state is more than 51% of Enugu state. Adada state alone. Made up of Ozo1, made up of Ishuzo, made up of Igbo-Etiti, made up of Nsukka, made up of Igbo-Eze North, Igbo-Eze South, made up of Udenu. And then, you can still create other local governments if you wish to join from other states with the capital in Nsukka. Let's talk about viability. First and foremost, a nation succeeds not because of what lies beneath their feet, but what lies in their head. Enugu state has been pivotal in the education of the entire Nigeria, and I'm talking about Adada state this time, by the establishment of University of Nigeria, which Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe insisted must be in Nsukka land because of the viability of Nsukka land, in terms of the weather, in terms of the fertility of the soil, in terms of the peaceful environment, in terms of the accommodation by the people, so that the university will never have any trouble. Until today, the university never had any trouble with the community. What a record. Till today, everything is always sorted out peacefully. So the ingenuity that University of Nigeria has given to the whole Nigeria, the whole Igbo land, including Nsukka. I am a product of University of Nigeria, and I can take on anybody from any part of the world when it comes to knowledge, to restore the dignity of man. So when you talk about what happens on the head, which area will boast that they have trained people in terms of skill, in terms of academic intelligence, like on Sokaland. That's by the way. When we talk about material resources, a lot of people do not even know. We have oil that is discovered in Sokaland, and I'm talking about the other state, and that is in Iga. If you go to Iga, there are 4 oil wells already established, not tapped. And in Calago and in Handiago, there is still wells that have been marked. Uranium is now being talked about in a Hamuth. Uranium, coal in Obolaf, many that I cannot mention. You'll be talking about that ledger has been a term since 500 years that has been talking about smelting iron. You go there, you see it. It is of international repute, more than 500 years. Meaning there is possibility of iron ore deposited there, because they couldn't have gotten iron from another part of the world since 500 years ago. I'm talking about materials. These are oil. I'm talking about solid minerals. The reason these minerals have not been exploited because we've not had a state. We are not landlocked at all. River Adada, people do not even know that only here Adada state is a river. Adada itself is a river that joined Omabala, that joined River Niger. At the back of Ogurugu, okay, what separates us and Kogi is a river. And that is why our oil wells, they've been attempting, all the neighboring states, to know whether they will start drilling our oil from their place underground. That is why they've been having problems. That's when you hear Kogi have oil, Anambra have oil, Enugu have oil. It is in Enugu state. It's in Adada. Do I talk about agriculture? Come on, forget it. The honey that I'm using now in my house is from Sokaland. When we were young, you know, the window we had then was wooden window. So bees come to your window to make oil for you, to make honey for you. So in the morning, you use your finger to collect the honey to lick. We have ukuokpo. When we're going to school, pot of honey. You go there, you run into ukuokpo to be licking honey. I'm talking about land flowing with oil and honey. Do I talk about the fertility of the land without fertilizer? You must have heard about ocean sugar. The whole world knows it. Industrialists coming for it because of its aroma, because of its medicinal quality when you take it. Am I talking about rice? Rice is traditional with us as part of our staple. You need to talk about other rice because we are in the lower basin. And lower basin means you attract minerals from everywhere. Since the time of Jim Obodo, they use other rice to feed the whole Anambra state, comprising of present Anambra, Enugu, Ebonyi state. Other rice, exportable in commercial quantity. And these things you do without fertilizer. Are you talking about human beings? Our population is more than the population of the rest of Enugu state combined. Are you talking about land mass? There is no area in the whole southeast that has the land mass that Adara state has. So when you talk about the land mass and we are number one, you talk about human resources, whether doctors or professors, so that we are number one. You talk about solid minerals, we are number one. You talk about liquid minerals, we are number one. What are you talking about viability? Do you know the kind of tourist sites we have? Talk about the cave in Ichi, as Igbo is south. Caves, oh my God, indescribable. Just wait until they give us another state. And you will see that the southeast will be very happy. Nigeria will be very happy, and the whole world will be very happy that there is a state like Adara state in Sokaland. So when you talk about viability, we are number one. When you talk about intellectual capacity, we are number one. You talk about human resources, we are number one. You talk about land mass, we are number one. You talk about agrarian power. We are number one. You talk about solid minerals. We are number one. So what else? And these things are verifiable. So when you talk about Adada State, it's not one of the. It should be the only state. And Adada State, I was not an originator. I was a joiner. Because when we were born, we started hearing about Adada State. During the time of Jim Obodo, when Jim Obodo comes for campaign, he will promise that Adada State is one of his priority to create it. During Jim, I'm talking about 79, as at that time. So, when you're talking about all these new states that are coming, it was Adada State they would have created instead of Ebonyi. But because of Akani Ibiam, who was the former governor of the eastern region, Abacha had to acquiesce to him. And they made it clear from that time that the next state to be created from the south is Adada State. I'm even surprised that anybody is even offering any alternative. Like I said, Anioma is part of South South, so it's not even part of the constitution and should not even be, because Ndibo wants to expand. So the only option now is Adada State with the capital in Nsukka land. Viability, we are number one in everything. So that's why I am advocating for it.
Okay, let's look. Some persons have said for equity's sake, the Southeast needs an additional state.
Yes.
But there are also
an additional Adada State.
Yeah.
Yes.
There are also insinuations that they might consider other geopolitical zones for one more state.
After.
Where does he also leave the Southeast?
No, that's no.
Short change.
You didn't know. You didn't hear them. After giving Southeast one additional state, then if they want to consider the creation of additional states in Nigeria, then every geopolitical zone will now receive one. That means Southeast will receive its own. Okay. So it's not, they are not going to go back to, they know the kind of agitation and marginalization, cry of marginalization that the lopsidedness have created. What they are saying, and I really want to thank the Nigerian Federation, to thank Senator Abdul Ningi for moving the motion from Bauchi Central, to thank Honorable Isiaka from Ogun State, Ibrahim Isiaka from Ogun State for seconding it, and to thank Alim Dume for that wonderful statement he made, that this is a long overdue act of justice and fairness. This is the whole Nigeria recognizing the marginalization, recognizing the injustice, and want to redress it. So thank God they will continue in that line to create Adada State with the capital in Nsukka, the university town.
All right, let's look at what unique role do you think the Southeast can play as we approach 2027 to be able to fit into the Nigerian power dynamics?
You know, the problem with Southeast has always been lack of strategy. Any majority tribe in a country that is crying about marginalization is because they have not employed wisdom and tact. In the First Republic, the Yoruba was suffering the same thing, and they were crying marginalization, but they wisened up. If you check, Abiola had never been he had never actually had the support of the Southwest in all his political dealings, because he has always known that aligning with the Nigerian Federation is better than isolating yourself. That was why in June 12, in the Second Republic, Abiola was MPN. But eventually, they came to understand what he was doing. In the June 12, then he has built alliances, he has collaborated with all parts of Nigeria. And in June 12, he won. That is what the Igbo should be doing. They should emphasize cohesion among themselves and collaboration with other people. They should check their interest in whatever they are doing. In this present political alignment, if you say you want to support a Tinubu, how do you place the Igbo there? We'll be talking about 2039 before an Igbo man will be qualified to be president. That is the wisdom a Tinubu has above the Igbo. And a lot of Igbo are moving in the name of defection. Sorry for you. And you're crying about marginalization. A president that cannot even give you the minister that is due for you. Now we have been reduced to one minister, one substantive minister. And then you are saying you want to align with him. If the Yoruba under Tinubu are suffering what we are suffering from the hand of Tinubu, will Tinubu lead the Yoruba to align with us? Tinubu did it before. He led the Yoruba against a Goodluck Jonathan because he himself wanted to be president. Goodluck Jonathan did not do 8 years. When they talk about this hypocrisy of 8 years now, you will see the hypocrisy. Tinubu led the Yoruba, joined with the North against a Goodluck Jonathan that has not done 8 years. And they removed him. Why? Because he knew that if he's able to remove a Goodluck Jonathan, a Yoruba man will be vice president. And in the next 8 years will be president. Now, if Ndigbo comes and become as wise in 2027 and align with the North, and if there is a good agreement, they have the power to present president or vice in 2027, at least vice. And if we're able to remove Tinubu like he removed Jonathan, even if it is vice we can still get the president. But even if it is the vice, we'll be in Aso Rock. Today, the first 5 in Nigeria, no Igbo man is there. President, vice, Senate president, speaker, deputy Senate president. First 5 in Nigeria. Is that not blasphemous? Throughout everything Tinubu has ever led, the Igbos are not considered. Right from 2015. From 2015, Igbo has not come within the first 4. From 2015, within the 4. No president, no vice, no Senate president, no speaker. And somebody is coming to preach to me saying 8 years. No, sorry, every policy is local. In 2027, if Igbo should be wise, they will make an alignment that will remove a Tinubu so that they will either be president or vice. If we are vice, because what I am preaching is that in ADC, whoever wants to come in, whether South or not, will commit to 1 term to ensure the justice of 8 years is not defiled, so that indeed by 2020, the 2031 will still be eligible to contest for the presidency if they miss it in 2027, which we are eligible to contest if we are not doing this foolish calculation of saying you want to go to Tinubu. Will Tinubu come to us if we were in the same position? Rotation has been done because in 2023 power has rotated from the north to the south. That has been done. The term of office of a president is 4 years, not 8 years. And this has been established because when Umaru Yar'Adua died, the north was not allowed to do 8 years. When Goodluck Jonathan came, he did only 1 term. And Tinubu was instrumental to the downfall of Goodluck Jonathan. So what are we saying? As Onyibo, as somebody from the southeast, as a Nigerian from southeast extraction, I know that it will benefit my people more if they align with other tribes to remove Tinubu. And then we coming in 2027, president or vice, and in 2031, by the grace of God, the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. So Igbo should strategize and be wise. They should talk about their interests. There's nothing like, let me tell you, every policy is local, policy is about interest. There's nothing like tribalism in this. I said Tinubu did it. If we had free, fair, credible elections in this country, nobody would defect. Not one person. Because they know that the people are not with APC. They know that the people are not with Tinubu. But they have calculated that it is not the people that decide who governs them in Nigeria, because we don't have free and fair election. That it is the government in power that uses the instrumentality of the state to impose anybody they like. So now that Tinubu is in power, they believe that they need him to use the federal might to ensure they are being in power. So it is one about self-preservation. Then secondly, it is so that their sins will be forgiven. Because once you get into APC, your sins are forgiven. Remember that in Delta State, EFCC, they were taking 1 person every week from the Delta government, including the former governor. They invited him After they declared for APC, how many persons have been taken from Delta State since then? None. Their sins have been forgiven, or at least put in abeyance. So the governors are defective for two reasons: self-preservation, and so that their sins will be forgiven. Because there is no saint amongst all of them. Not for any reason that has to do with security and welfare. Look at now, the whole international community is saying that people are being killed, massacred in Nigeria. So which welfare? Look at the economy in tatters. And they'll be reeling out very funny statistics that has nothing. You know what George George Sylvester said? When a nation's growth rises on paper and the people sink in hunger, that is not progress. That is polished poverty wearing the mask of statistics. So those statistics that are being reeled out when people are still wallowing in greater hunger and hardship, that's not progress. That is polished. They are polishing the poverty, suffering and smiling in the name of statistics. So whatever statistics these people are reeling out, as long as it's not translating to the welfare and security of the people, they are fictitious, fake, annoying, and should be disregarded.
Okay, let's look at the fate of the opposition. In the light of the gale of defections and, of course, all that we've been seeing happening with the oppositions, despite the denial about sliding into one-party state or not, are you probably worried that we might be going to 2027 elections without a viable opposition?
Sorry, we already have a viable opposition. The African Democratic Congress is settled. Look at our formation. From the north central, from the southeast, from the south-south, from the southwest. And Aregbe Shola, Erotimi, Ekene Tukongo, and Atiko Abubakar, a Damboa, a David Mark. I just mentioned from the 6 geopolitical zones. Powerful people in ADC.
True, but not in control of your states.
They are in solid control of their states. ADC of the new one was just recognized September 10th. That was when INEC put us in their register. That's when we legally have the power to do something as a political party. And we have just lasted for 1 month plus. And you can see, the whole Nigerians now have realized that PDP and LP are dead. When I talk, I don't talk politics. I don't play politics with facts. I don't play politics with law. That's why they call me a public affairs analyst. I'm a technocrat. When I told Nigerians that PDP and LP, we are dead, they can now see that I wasn't jiving. PDP itself said they are now a corpse. Then they said they are now a carcass. They've called themselves undertakers. And they want to go and bury PDP. Let me warn any candidate, any aspirant that wants to collect any form from PDP, don't say Kenneth Okongo did not tell you. You may not contest the next election. Because PDP, as it stands now, the national chairman and national secretary do not even agree on signing notice of meeting. And as you can see, the national secretary has suspended the national chairman, and national chairman has suspended the national secretary. So that division, which the constitution recognized, that gives a party the right to defect, has arisen in PDP. Because the definition by Supreme Court that it must be such that the party has become paralyzed and cannot function from the national level. And that is what is happening now. PDP Wadata Plaza has been taken over by thugs and gangs. And the national chairman and national secretary cannot agree, meaning any candidate that is brought by the national chairman, the national secretary will not sign. Any candidate that is brought by the national secretary, the national chairman will not sign. And they say that national chairman and secretary should sign these things. So as PDP stands now, they cannot operate. And with this court judgment, that said every party must be held accountable to their constitution, which I agree. Because anytime an organization is doing something outside their constitution, that's anarchy. It's against the rule of law. So I agree that the courts have the right to hold every party accountable to their own constitution, not to courts or to their own. The constitution made it clear that parties should, in their own constitution and rules, make provision for democratic election of posts. So anytime they are not flourishing internal democracy, why do you think I keep insisting on internal democracy by parties? The courts should have the duty to hold parties accountable to their constitution. This is different. This is not about interfering in their internal affairs. No. Interfering in their internal affairs is like the party say they want Mr. A to be chairman, and one person from nowhere comes to say, no, I don't like Mr. A. It has to be Mr. C. But democratically, the party has followed its own constitution. The court will tell you, no, you don't have to interfere in the internal affairs of the political party, and I agree. But when the party, for instance, say they want to organize the convention, there are rules. You give notice to INEC, 21 days, and they say without that notice, it's invalid. Now, assuming they don't honor it, then you want the court to say, no, the law is that you don't interfere in the internal affairs. That means you are making the court now to make law. It's not their duty. The law the legislature made is that if you don't give the 21 notice, it's invalid. The duty of the court is to interpret the law, not to make it. So if you say that the courts have said that they do not interfere in the internal affairs of a political party, and that means that the political party can do whatever they like. No. That means you're now saying the court should make laws, because that's not what the law says. The court is there to interpret the laws, and the law is that if you do not follow your constitution, if you don't do certain things, the law say it is invalid. So I don't have a problem the courts holding parties accountable to their constitutional rules, but I have a problem when members of a political party want to use the instrumentality of the judiciary to destroy their own party. That's what happened in PDP. Forget all those talk. The reason for all this crisis is that the people in PDP who are in charge of PDP have endorsed Tinubu as their presidential candidate in 2027, and they are using every means, including the courts, to make sure that PDP is destabilized so that they will not have viable candidates to oppose President Tinubu. Let me tell you, isn't it strange that the G5 told you they want to support Tinubu? They supported it in 2023, and from 2023 they say maybe G4 now or whatever, led by Wiki. They say they will support him again in 2027. Is it not strange that they say they will not leave PDP? So why do you think they are still remaining in PDP? They don't want to leave, and PDP will survive again and become a viable party. They say they want to remain in PDP. Isn't it that strange? Wike, for instance, the local government election they had in Rivers State, APC won 20. You know, he allocated 4 to PDP, and he's still remaining in PDP. And he said he has endorsed the presidential candidate, even when they had made PDP now to cede the endorsement to South. They made PDP to zone the presidency to the South for the 2027. That's why I was telling PDP that they don't have sense. Why don't they have sense? The same people that have told you that have endorsed another president candidate, you are placing them in authority, even to the level of national secretary, where you know that the national secretary can now hold you to ransom. So the issue here is that PDP is dead, and it is because the people that want it dead say they will remain in the party, and the party, sorry to use this word, foolishly allowed them. How can somebody the party in 2023 and he say, okay, it's because the party did not do the right thing? Now they compel the party to zone the ticket to the South. I remember I told PDP, this is not a zoning to the South, it's a zoning to Tinubu. The same people that say zone to the South are the same people again who are cooking up other excuses to make sure that PDP do not present a viable candidate for 2027. The whole idea of saying zoning to the South is to cut off the North. Now ADC has come. and ADC will not cut off any section. We are going to do an internal democracy. And we have rotated the presidency between North and South. It was rotated in 2023. In 2027, it will be, because second term is a referendum on the incumbent. The question is your life better in 2023 as it is now? Are we going to give an incumbent who has destroyed our international relations, destroyed our economy, destroyed everything, a second term? If not, who is that Nigerian who has not had any opportunity to destroy Nigeria, who will be given the chance to become the president, wherever he is from? What we need now is deliverance from the incompetence and corruption of the APC. So we are not in a one-party state, because we have a viable opposition now in ADC. And ADC, we are consolidating in every... Remember, when you come into a party, you had the state executive, you have the local government executive, you have the ward executive. So you have to be careful the way you harmonize, because new people are coming in. Otherwise, you will destroy everything. You know, Jesus Christ built a garden, and the disciples came and said, Master, you sowed only good seed. How come there are weeds? Let us go and remove the weed. He said, no. While removing the weed, you may remove the plant, because they are all tender. Leave both of them to grow together. When they now get mature, you'll be able to remove the weed without affecting the plant. That's what ADC is doing. ADC is methodical. ADC is intentional and gradual to ensure the harmonization of the executives from the pulling unit level, while still running away from the traps set by APC. APC still chasing us from everywhere, trying to hook us, to give us political backhand. And we are defending ourselves, being very careful. So there is no one-party state in Nigeria. God has destroyed the intention of APC for a one-party state. God has created ADC, and I enjoin every Nigerian to join ADC, because 2027 is going to be the people of Nigeria against the APC. They should forget about these defections and this. I was in APC, and I will tell you that even APC members are not satisfied with APC. They are not. Because what APC does, a governor comes in today in a state, and he now says the governor is the leader. All the people that fought for Tinubu, all immediately they are sidelined. And the governor they fought against, that was fighting against Tinubu in 2023, they say he's now the leader of the state. Do you think they will keep quiet? No, they will not keep quiet. But the time will come. Tinubu is a one-term president, and ADC is going to form the next government in 2027 by the grace of God.
Let's wrap up this way. The APC now has majority in both the House of Reps and the Senate. What are the opposition doing to checkmate us sliding into totalitarianism?
Good. First of all, APC had always had that super majority from day one. That was when I cancelled in my mind all the opposition. Do you know that the opposition had majority in the House of Representatives when they came in? Yet, they have not opposed any bill. There is no bill that ever... When they were told they were going to be giving SUVs, did you hear any opposition person rise against it? You know what Shetima said? Shetima said that the governor of Enugu State, Governor Peter Amba, has always had his broom hidden under the umbrella. That's an indictment that he has always been an APC member from beginning. So all those people you say that are defective, no, they've always had their broom hidden under the umbrella. They were just waiting for the time. Because there is no opposition in National Assembly. None. Change national anthem within 48 hours. Even though I support this national anthem we are singing now, I support it very well. That was the national anthem. Even when they brought the Arise of Company, that was the national anthem we used to go on protest in the university. So students and young people never actually accepted this Arise of Compatriot. No, Nigeria, we held the national anthem that starts with Nigeria. I support it. So, but then, the issue is that a Tinubu one tax reforms, you will not see vociferous opposition from the opposition. The people that oppose Tinubu in National Assembly are APC members more than the opposition. except when it comes to the issue of dividing money and dividing position. So there has never been opposition in National Assembly with respect. They've always had the super majority. Tell me one thing that the opposition opposed and won in the National Assembly. So that should not bother any Nigerian, because from day one, APC have always had the super majority in the National Assembly. That's what we call them photocopy National Assembly. That is without making a difference of whether you're APC, PDP. It's a photocopy. In other words, it's just the duplicate of the executive. So there is no opposition in the National Assembly, sorry, from the one. And you can see the danger when a party cannot be an opposition party. That is why PDP and LP are dead. If they had constituted, what I told the members of the House of Assembly when we had a meeting the first time, I said, please stick together among yourselves. Nigeria is not expecting you to win in any bill, but when they see that you are constructive opposition, and that the opposition, when they count the numbers, they will see the 34, they will have confidence in you, and by the next election they will say you are the preferred party. That if you go there and you join yourself with APC, you will disappear and your political career will be gone. All these people that are going into APC, that's why I told you that APC will implode. They will produce only one candidate. So let's see how it goes. Let's see how it happens. But there is no one party in Nigeria. Nigeria cannot be one party. PDP tried it in the past, even printed one form for Goodluck Jonathan. There were endorsements for Goodluck Jonathan everywhere, but he still lost the election. Tinubu is going to go the way of Jonathan in 2027. He will lose the election, and the ADC will form the next government. The people will rise up and speak, and Tinubu will be gone back to Bodilon.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
A pleasure once.
Welcome, everybody. Greetings to everyone. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you guys. Thank you for everyone that has liked the video. Please kindly double tap the screen to continue to like. The likes are still very low. To all those that have liked, I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Please, guys, continue to like the video. Continue to like the video. And click double tap on your screen device to like, or click on the three dots on the right hand side to like the show. Share if you have not yet shared, and subscribe if you have not yet subscribed. So we're gonna get started with a few some videos that I need to showcase to you guys today. So 31 representatives have supported the bill, the sanctions. Hold on one second, guys. I'm going to pull that information up so I can give it to you verbatim, but let's listen to this guy.
Oh my God, so I'm very excited, very, very excited that President Trump has finally designated Nigeria as a country of particular concern. You see, on Tuesday this week, Tuesday, October 28th, 2025, around 11 a.m. Oklahoma time, that's Central Standard Time, United States, I got a call from the policy advisor to the senior senator from Oklahoma, Senator James Lankford. That's one of the signatories to Senator Ted Cruz's bill. The message was just simple and direct. Frank, can you write a reminder to the letter sent to this office to be forwarded to the Department of State? So the Department of State, that is the office of the Secretary of State of the United States, Marco Rubio, was asking for a reminder because they don't want to act so motu. They want to act as a response to a call made by Nigerians. So I wrote that letter immediately and sent to the office of Senator James Lankford. That was on Tuesday, October 28, 2025. And today, which is Friday, October 31st, 2025, by 12:29 p.m., Jesse Sunderland, the policy advisor to Senator Lankford, called me, and his message was just direct. Hold on, the senator wants to speak with you. And Senator Lankford was like, Frank, the president has just designated Nigeria as a country of particular concern. So I want to thank all those Nigerians who have been advocating for this, starting with my bishop, the bishop of the Catholic Diocese of Makurdi, Bishop Anagbe, and all the Reverend Fathers of Benin origin in the United States here, and very particularly to the guys at Equipping the Persecuted, very great man, Judge Saul, who has been there for Nigerian persecuted Christians, the guys at Truth Nigeria, Doug Barton, who himself was a former staff of the State Department, and Mike Arnold, and of course all the senators and the House of Rep members. You know, Trump has officially designated Nigeria as a country of particular concern, which was our call. When Yerwata happened on June 13 and 14, I told myself that Yerwata would be the catalyst for a lot of things to happen to shake the very foundation of Nigeria in the war against terrorism, especially Fulani terrorism and the genocide against Christians in Nigeria. Yerwata served as a catalyst. The killings of 13 and 14. And so I want to say, my kinsmen in their graves, they'll be happy that the world is taking an action over the genocide that has happened. But very importantly, we so much desire this country of particular concern designation because it will change a lot of things. First of all, a lot of people were asking the implications. I've said it in several of my videos. There'll be trade embargo in Nigeria, there'll be arms. They're not doing anything with the arms. They are giving arms to soldiers, and soldiers are just shooting in the sky anytime these Fulani come to kill people. Nigeria have been crying for Tucano all this while. They've given Nigeria the Tucano US, and they've done nothing to stop this. Okay, if you go through Trump's statement very well, he say, I'm hereby designating Nigeria as a country of particular concern. And that is the list of it. Observe that. He say, and that is the list. The list is the designation. The most important thing is what comes on after this designation. These guys have the list of all those guys who are doing these things. They will freeze their accounts. They will place a travel ban on them. They will freeze their assets all over the world. They will go after them. And when it is becoming too hot, they will intervene directly themselves, the way they release some stuff to Iran. So the way the Air Force base is just right here, where the big two Spirit bombers are. It's just right here. And then they'll go after their transaction, their financial transaction, because most of those guys, they transact with the American dollars and they transact using Visa card and MasterCard, and so it goes to American financial institutions. They have the names of these people. These people are in the federal government of Nigeria, the sponsors of this Fulani Jihad, the genocide in Nigeria. They are in the state government as governors. They are amongst the traditional institutions, from the top echelon of the Islamic traditional institutions in Nigeria to the Emirates, all the emirs. All these chiefs around in Nasarawa State are also involved. So the United States, so every patriotic Nigeria, those of us who call for this designation as the most patriotic Nigeria, because we want a solution. The solution was at hand and the government could not use it for political correctness, still protecting the sponsors of these killings. So right now with this designation, it is a notice to the entire world that genocide of Christians is happening in Nigeria. And other countries in the European Union, the United Kingdom, and Canada will also act. So we are very happy with this designation. And right now, after this designation, we are going to continue following this matter to make sure that the other repercussions are put in place. Sanction of these guys, blocking their accounts everywhere, freezing their assets, maiming them, and possibly arresting them in some other countries. So we will not relent. We want to thank everybody involved in this. We want to thank all the priests, the pastors, the religious leaders, the political leaders who are able to be brave enough to call for this. And I'll just tell you that, look, the entirety of this designation did not come so much by President Trump or Ted Cruz just doing it on their own. It came because of our cries. And the cries continues until when the sponsors of this terrorism and genocide are all arrested and put in prison, and then our people are made to return back to their ancestral land and claim their homes and live in peace and worship in peace. That is the list of what we're saying. So when President Trump is saying this is the list, the designation is just the list, there are a lot of things coming. The sponsors should brave up. They should brace us. There are a lot of things coming. This is just the list according to President Trump. Some of us know the list. And finally, these people be talking in Nigeria. They thought they are deceiving the United States, but they are deceiving themselves. You find these people saying, no, Nigeria, there's nothing like Christian genocide going on. There's peace, there's this, there's that. Look, the United States is the compendium of every intel happening in Nigeria. Everything happened up to your house. Those guys have the information. For goodness sake, you are using their technology. You are using the phone. You are using the SIM card that has the chips. You are using electronic passports, e-passports, satellite imageries. You think those of you, the sponsors, you think you make secret calls by making encrypted calls through WhatsApp? They own the WhatsApp. They own the messenger. If you want to use even satellite phones, they own it. They own this technology. They know all these things. So you begin to deceive yourself that, oh no, this is not happening. They know all these things. I've sat down with many of them. I've heard them inform me about Nigeria to the extent that I never knew Nigeria existed that way. So once again, I want to thank President Trump very well. I want to thank everybody involved in this. Bishop Anagbe of Makurdi Diocese, equipping the persecuted, Judge Saul, Mike Arnold, Doug Barton, Emmanuel Ogebe, my guy Steve Enada in Atlanta, the Igbo veterans in the Nigerian, in the American service, they are known as AVIT, Association of Veterans of Igbo in Diaspora, and many of these other guys. Kudos to all of us, and the fight has just started.
Wow, I give my flowers, this guy, I give my flowers to everyone that has spoken up, everyone that has been a part of this. Take your flowers. This is a win. We continue to push. Okay.
Good day, Nigerians. I want to thank you very much.
Please continue to double tap the screen to like.
With all that is going on.
Double tap the screen to like. Thank you all to those who have liked.
We also give God the glory for the responses of Nigerians, both at home and in the diaspora. Thank you for also signing the petitions. Thank you for also making sure that our government does what is right. And don't forget that on the 29th of this month, November, we're going to all come out to pray for our country, and especially with the situation that we have been confronted with. Now, we have to tell ourselves the truth. I keep saying this, and I will not slow down in telling us the truth. You see, the North is a major problem of itself, especially with a segment of people, certain elites. I tell you that certain northern elites are behind what is ongoing. Now, there's a twisted narration going on that Donald Trump is coming to wage war against Muslims.
Please like,
and that they're coming to steal away our resources.
Please double tap the screen. If you have already liked, don't like again. I beg.
How much have you enjoyed the resources of this country? That's the question you ask yourself. They are the ones fueling, they are the ones empowering the bandits. You will see the video that you will watch. You will see the bandits moving around with AK-47, with sophisticated weapon, sponsored by politicians in this country. All right? In one of the videos, you will even hear one of the Fulani men, when they were called for for them to surrender and all of that. And he was saying that government was the one that provided these things for them. He said, where can an ordinary Fulani man who is used to stick going with his cow have money to go and buy AK-47? These things are deliberate. These things are intentional. And it is not about Donald Trump, threatening that he's coming to war against Muslims. He cannot. He's saying, I am coming after the terrorists. So if now you say that the Muslims are being killed, why don't you open up your arm and say, come and partner with our government and deal with these terrorists? You will see the video that took place just last year or so, if I remember, of the American missionary that was taken by these terrorists, and they demanded 1 million. If not, they will kill him. America sent in their men from America, and they rescued this missionary unhurt. That is just one citizen. How can we be losing tens of thousands and we're politicking, talking all kinds of foolishness and nonsense over the lives of people? Blaming, it is not only Christian, it is Muslims also. So are we competing on the number of dates? The reality is that Christians were the first. Christians were being massacred based on their faith. There is a video you're going to see. And I challenged the chief of defense staff who came out to say there is no persecution of Christians in Nigeria. You are a liar. You are a liar. Just look at this video. This is something that happened day before yesterday of a church that was demolished in Maiduguri. Just yesterday. We experienced one some few months ago. And I am asking the Borno State government to act on this matter. Don't take it lightly. We are all citizens in this country. You are living in a land where you as a Christian, you are not at liberty with certain, let me use the word, extremist Islamic worshippers. The killers that are killing the Muslims now, who are they? Are they Jews? Are they Americans? Are they not Muslims? Are they not terrorist Muslims? So why don't the Islamic Council come after them and say, look, it's time we go after people that are destroying our image and destroying our faith? You will never see any Christian attacking any community, not anywhere. Listen to this. I'm going to read it. Gumi tells Tinubu to cut ties with the US if Trump fails to withdraw military threat. Look at this Gumi. Listen to what this Gumi said some time ago on the Guardian News. He said, allow bandits to guard our forests for peace to reign, Shegumi says. Allow bandits to guard our forests. So you tell me you don't know the people that are brain behind those bandits, those Fulani killer headsmen? Let me read another one by Pantami, the former minister. Listen to what he said on People's Gazette. He said, Boko Haram terrorists are our Muslims shouldn't be killed like pigs, Minister Pantami said. Boko Haram terrorists are our Muslim brothers. Do you hear? Let me read what the Sultan said. The Sultan is the one that is the head of Makban. The Sultan is the head of Mayati Allah. So the Sultan can stop this genocide, this killing, just what happened day before yesterday in Kano. They can stop it. Listen to what Sultan said. You fight Almighty Allah when you fight Boko Haram, Sultan of Sokoto. You fight Almighty Allah when you fight Boko Haram. Now, these are the people. And now they are spreading the news around the north that, it is war against Muslims. It is no war against Muslims. The people that are being massacred or killed as Muslims in the far north are people who resist these evil terrorists, evil men. So I will advise President Tinubu, align with President Donald Trump. Let them support you. Let us deal with this matter once and for all. The bloodletting is too much. All right? It's too much. No one Nigeria needs to die. Look at Chad. Chad has blocked our borders. Chad has blocked our borders not to allow these terrorists to enter. We here in Nigeria, we are negotiating with terrorists. We are negotiating. Look at the soldier that we lost now, just day before yesterday, that were escorting a member of the House of Representatives. Look at the one that happened in Niger. Look at the one that happened in Katsina. Why are we just let me use the word, going around and denying the facts? This genocide is real. I have all the documents. I can show you the site. The persecution of Christians in certain locations in the north is real. Let's not deny it. It's real. There are certain universities in the north. A Christian will not be given, the admission to study medicine. You can't build church. This is a land to all of us. You build church, they come and demolish it. You say there is no persecution. Let's not be lying to ourselves. Modena kariyama kamu. Arewa mune dabwa kamu. Say ramen da muka yadda cewa zamu amshi gaskiya. Gaskiya ita ce gaskiya, kuma gaskiya guda ɗaya ce. Kashe nan da yake tafiya. Yawancin senators namu, members of the house, governor mu a nan arewa su sani. Ko sa abin da kuke yi. Sultan ya sa abin da yake faruwa. Ya san cewa yana da iko ya siyar da wani abin da yake tafiya. Sai mu zo na muna rudin kanmu cewa America za su zo ta yake musulmai. Ina da ko gani America ta yake musulmai. America tana da base ɗinta a Saudi Arabia. America tana da base ɗinta a United Arab a Qatar. America tana da bases ɗinta a kasar musulmai. Ina ko gani abin da shi Donald Trump ya ce wayannan ƴan ta'adda za mu zo in ba gwamnatin Najeriya ba za ta yi komai ba za mu zo mu kashe wayannan mutane. Me muke nema? Muna nema a cikin ba ana kashe mana mutane. Wani rana ne za mu yi hankali a nan arewa. Da talauci da kenan, da wahalar jama'a, da abin da mutane suke fuskanta. Sai a din ana bar malamai suna siye akan pulpit, akan magani, suna ta magana banza kawai. We are ne kaza, nonsense. Nonsense. This evil, you must stop it. You must stop this evil in the north of Nigeria. Let's face the truth, okay? The life of one person, my Muslim brothers, my Christian sisters, whether it is an animist, is very important. You don't have the right to be killing people, to grab their land. Right now, I want to admonish the government of Nigeria, all the communities that have been, the people have been sent away, and the terrorists are living there. Go and prove to Nigerians that you're ready to clean up. Those villages are occupied by the terrorists. You know those places. Let's stop lying to ourselves. Let's stop lying to ourselves. And I want to admonish every Nigerian. We must all stand with one voice. The killing of Christians is not glorious. The killing of Muslims is not glorious. But we must face the fact. We must face the fact. All of these Islamic clerics that are fueling more fire, deceiving people with deception, we must close them. Nigerian government, you know them, go after them. Fight them, and then these things will come to an end. They are breeding wickedness and they are breeding terrorists in the form of Al-Majri. Why the moderate Muslims will not be allowed to survive? The moderate Muslims will not be allowed to stand. If they do anything, they come after them and kill them. We must stop this. And you, government, you know it. You have the list with you, and you know what to do. And so I call on Nigerians. On the 29th, we shall gather in different locations and pray and lift up our nation. And we are calling Donald Trump, don't slow down. Whatever it's going to take you to push along with the government of Nigeria, please do it. It is for the safety of humanity. It is for the safety of humanity. I feel pain for the number of soldiers we are losing every day. I feel the pain. Soldiers that are ill-equipped. Soldiers that don't have all it takes, and then they will go all over the place lying and deceiving people. Nobody can deceive us. This country, God gave it to us. This country, God gave it to us. And we must make sure we rescue Nigeria for the sake of the future generation. God must be glorified. Whether it is Christian, Muslim, or enemies, we must live well. We must live well and not allow people look at it the way they are filtering our gold. Do you know the amount of gold they are taking out in Zamfara? Do you know the amount of minerals that has been taken from Borno? Do you know the amount of minerals that has been taken from the North Central? It is all of these politicians selling it to themselves. We better rise up. And I speak to every priest, to every real imam. It's time you stand on the right side. Those terrorists that call themselves Islamic scholars, it's time Nigeria round them up. Then we will have the peace the North used to have. In those days, we will come back to that and Nigeria will prosper. May God bless Nigeria. May God watch over Nigeria and may God sustain Nigeria. God bless you.
Let me just say this. Some Nigerians are very wicked. Nigerians are very wicked. I cannot begin to tell you the number of spaces I've been on, things I have read. Nigerians themselves, some of them, denying the fact that there's a genocide, denying the fact and rubbing it in the faces of the victims. No. You see what has come for Nigeria? It must happen. There's no going back. If you live in the United States, write to your representatives. This is the time to ramp up. Nigerians are wicked though. I'm not going to lie to now. You need to see people gaslighting their fellow citizens just because it is their tribesman that is president, or they are benefiting from the terrorism one way or the other. Anyway, let's continue. It's not about me this morning. Mona, listen to this woman. Mona, listen to this woman. A question I want to ask before I play this video is that this woman, is she a beneficiary of the unaliving of Christians that is happening? That's what I'm asking. It's an innocent question. Is she? Now, guys, please continue to like the video. I beg. The likes are still very low. We're trying to get it up. So please continue to double tap your screen device to like, or click on the 3 dots, please, and share the video, please.
After the Chibok girl,
hold on, no, Mona, listen.
Not saying there are no insecurity. It is.
Shoot, sorry, guys. Apologies.
No insecurity. It is too much to ignore. But to have one president just wake up one day without even engaging our president on this, no phone calls, who even says that we have treaties that permits the US to come into our country unaided without permission? Are we not a sovereign nation anymore? That was the question. The fact that we do not have their military might doesn't give the US that right to just declare war on our land. How
did they even read what Donald Trump said? Wait, is there an English problem in Nigeria? I want to understand. Because these are people that are supposed to be speaking and talking on the national news channel. Is there a problem with comprehension? Because this narrative that they are running with, I had to go back a number of times to go and I say, Abi, did I miss something? What is this outrage about? That's what I'm asking. Is this girl benefiting? As I understand, this girl is from Edo State. Her own community is being ravaged by terrorists. I don't know. Did they read what Trump, the tweet that he wrote? Did they read to understand it? Or they just want righteous out? They just want to be outraged for nothing? I don't understand. Mona, listen. This is important for us to listen.
Did the US not rescue their own team in Borno? Right after the Chibok girls were kidnapped, they came into this country without the right permission, went in, lifted their people and went out. Who are the owners of the helicopters landing in our very, very resourceful sites, taking away resources unabated in this country? Is it not for the lack of our military might that we could not have confronted those people? When we sought their help, when we felt helpless and sought the help of international countries, nobody came. It is sad that we are thinking somebody will come, including Saudi, for those of you who think this is a religious issue. Right now, Sudan is the way it is. Are you following Sudan at all? We have countries in Africa completely wiped out because of their resources. Congo, right now, what are they doing in Congo? Have somebody responded to the death happening in Congo? I pray for Africans because we really need that help. Nobody is coming to save us. Yeah, but if they will just leave us to manage our resources, can they stop colonizing and neo-colonizing us? We have not been able to join the Security Council in the UN till date. No African countries membership there. Every year at the General Assembly, we have African countries showing up asking because we want to truly be sovereign.
Hell, my goodness, this one goes school. So I don't know which tweet there is. I don't understand. He dogs don't holler. He dogs holler. You know, say now who they hit, now they shout. Abi, no be so they talk. See as they shout, is she benefiting? Is she, her community is being ravaged? How many times has she talked about it? Omo, I dey fear Nigerians, so.
Order the army to destroy these people in Benue and Plateau now. If you are France now that we are talking about, the following day would have gone there. But you are now know that with what you are hearing from America and Tinubu, it will not be easy for even Tinubu to go there. Donald Trump wouldn't want to see him. Take it from me.
This barrister
I remember King Professor Bolaji Akiyemi warning Tinubu that, look, whatever you do in your presidency, don't offend Donald Trump. That means they have intel that Donald Trump doesn't like Tinubu. So how will he now be willing to go and meet such a person? Look, what I expected from Tinubu is this. Start in-house cleaning. Moses, by now, I would have seen an order from Tinubu telling the chief of army staff, look, those people occupying Benue and Plateau villages, within 24 hours, dislodge them.
Barrister, he did that already when he told them we don't need any excuse. We want you to make sure you work swiftly to end the issue of terrorism in Nigeria.
He was not specific. He was not. I said, Benue and Plateau has become a metaphor for this insecurity. How can foreign people, the government even said that they don't know where they come from, and you allow them to take over villages of your own people, and these people are living in IDP camp for 10 years now. This is where I want him to start. Mr. Tinubu, order the army to destroy these people in Benue and Plateau now.
Looking at the fact,
At least from there, Donald Trump say, yes, something is happening.
Barrister, looking at the fact that Nigeria at this point in time, have so many of these terrorists now everywhere. They have infiltrated most of the nooks and crannies of this country. How do you then think it is going to be possible for them to end it just in 24 hours?
Oh my God, start from somewhere.
Because today again we learned that some persons were killed in Benue State.
Yes.
Look,
when you
days and other weapons were using.
When you scorch a snake, it won't die immediately. It will still be, struggling for life, but eventually it will die off. Now, when these terrorists heard of what Trump said, do you know that some of them started leaving Nigeria?
Yep.
So they said that Chad had to close their border. Said, no, you will not come here.
Okay.
Eh?
Right.
So the president ought to do the same thing. Mr. Moses, if we have a president that has the audacity and the prestige of Donald Trump, all you needed to do, order. Give them back. Look, you people, you are terrorists or whatever. Within 24 hours, if you don't leave this country, I will leave it for you.
All right.
Give us order and see what will happen.
Thank you so much.
Have you done it?
Thank you, Barrister Dali.
You've been afraid of mentioning their name. Afraid of mentioning their name.
Barrister Darlington, I too like the man voice. I dey gbadun the guy. Okay. Una don't see that Asari Dokuba they do press up. He's preparing for war. I go show na the video. Asari don't they do press up. Oh. Please, guys, continue to double tap the screen to like. Oh, please help me with the likes.
When a foolish man talks, you all know. Asare Dokubo is one imbecile, overgrown frog that cannot even walk. Somebody that rheumatism have ate part of his life is threatening US, threatening Donald Trump that is going to bring down Donald Trump. Oga, when you are saying we in Nigeria, Oga, remove we. That we is what I don't like. Just say I, Asari. So
I tell you, Michael. Hey, God.
Let them stick to this imbecile. Donald Trump,
Let Trump come with his America.
You know who attack you all die. You face them. Do you get the point? Meanwhile, if not the land, me and my wife would prepare a goosey soup or her for until we finish our mission. I get space for my boys' quarter. Do you get the point? Sali Sekum.
Nigerians too like cruise. Omo, we need to get serious in that country. Mona see leaked video. Patami don't run. No, now yes, Patami don't come up for Nigeria. The guy don't base. Wait, let me make it bigger. So.
Haƙƙi ne akan malaman musulmai, haƙƙi ne akan 'yan siyasan musulmai, haƙƙi ne akan ma'aikata gwamnatin musulmai, haƙƙi ne akan jami'an tsaro musulmai, dole su tsaya su ga an bi kadin jinin yan uwanmu da aka zubar, dole su tsaya su ga an bi kadin yan uwan jininmu da aka cuta. Jinin alade ya fi shi daraja. Duk da yaran nan yan boko haram sun yi laifi, amma kisan da aka musu adalci ne. Ka duba yadda ake kwantar da mutane, yadda ka san aladu ana harbe su. Idan sun yi laifin me yasa za a extrajudicial killings? A kai su gaban hukuma mana a hukunta su. Ka kama mutum yana kwance kana kashe shi. In ba musulmi ba ake wannan. Mutanen Neja Delta sun yi wannan, sun kashe jami'an tsaro, sun saci mukamai, sun kashe turawa, sun yi kidnapping turawa, amma kun karbe su, kun bude musu ministry, kun sa musu, kun ba su albashi, suna daukar salari ba sa aiki. Laifin su bai kai na waɗannan yan boko haram ba. Amma me yasa za a yi haka? Me yasa ake selective justice?
Una here? I hear say Patami don't base, don't run come out for the country. May they find am because the guy cannot run. Okay. I hear.
Fellow Nigerians. Please, Donald Trump, the President of the United States of America, we had your message. Say you are coming to bombard Nigeria. You are I am a fully retired military officer who have fight with America. I see you are fight. You don't know anything to attack. Your attack is by the air. We will work the whole air. You will never, that will be your last attack in your life. We are not Cuba. We are not Venezuela. We are not Afghanistan. Mind you, we are not Libya. Mind you, we are not Iraq. You can't do shit. You are the one, you are not the one who attacked Iraq or rather capture Osama bin Laden. You are not the one. It is NATO, not the US. US are just leading nonsense. We are waiting for you. Maybe that will be your grace in Nigeria. Please, Trump, Golona, I'm waiting for you. Call me when you land. We go fight for pistol first. Me and you. Before anything, I will get you where you are. Who are you to dictate for Nigeria? If you will like, we say Christian ticket is a problem. Muslim ticket is a problem. You cannot dictate for us. Even the Reverend Father who reported that thing, is from Benue State. His brother was the one who went for coup. Okay. So it's the same coup plotters. They are nonsense. They just want to scatter Nigeria. We are doing fine. They drive you from Niger. You don't have way to park Renault and Gold and Burkina Faso and Mali. So you want to attack Nigeria. Nonsense. We are waiting for you. Fuck you, fuck your ass.
Hey.
Shugaban kasar Amerika, wallahi ni ina jiran ka. Don Allah in ka zo ma
I don't know what I'm hearing here. I bet Trump, see am o. I put am for here, make you see him face, make you recognize him. So we have a problem in Nigeria, massive problem. There's a problem with comprehension. Wallahi. What is this man saying? How does it correlate to what Trump said? So are these people beneficiaries of this terrorism in the north? Because I'm beginning to wonder. There's a lot of beneficiaries speaking up for the terrorists. I don't understand it. So let's move on. Daniel Buala go retweet Russian TV when he talk say no dey go. See am, make I read the response of person for here. Nigeria is aligning with Russia and Chinese communists. This is from Elias Gerasolis. That's the handle. As shown, is aligning with Russia and Chinese Communist Party, as shown by Boala interview on Russian TV. The U.S. government is keenly aware of Nigeria's alliance with BRICS and overall unreliability. Nigeria is the Yugoslavia of the 21st century, and if Nigeria keeps aligned with U.S. adversaries and enabling genocide against its own people, the U.S. needs to help break up the country. In this regard, the U.S. government could consider a South Sudan-style solution to Nigeria, with the formation of Biafra as a reliable U.S. ally and safe haven for persecuted Christians. These people are just digging themselves in further and further in. Nigerians are denying Christian genocide that is plain for everybody to see. Nigerians are wicked to themselves. God forbid. Twe, I'm telling you, I have never seen a people who are adamant to watch their fellow citizens being pied, and they are denying and gaslighting because it is their brother that is president. To look on see protest.
Say governors they struggle to get pension. No. Say governors they struggle to get pension. No. Say House of Assembly they struggle to get pension. No. So why are they now struggling to get pension? And they are the one protecting the nation. If you look back now police still then they use there. Yes. If you look at that car, the police there. Yes. Why we don't get conscience? Make we get conscience now.
Abeg, the same police go come out. Now then they send to come by citizens.
So Nnamdi Kanu is in the prison, and this man here is moving freely in Nigeria. This man is the one negotiating for the bandits with the government. Dear Donald Trump, this is the leader of the bandits. This is the man they should go after. I wonder how this man is still moving freely in Nigeria. Who is this man? Is he bigger than the government? Is he bigger than the country? Is he bigger? Is he that big to the point the House of Assembly will tell me they've not been seeing him? This man is not just in communication with them from phone calls, but he has good relationship with them. This is a picture of him delivering ransoms to these people. This man has been agitating, telling the government to come and do what? Compensates the bandits for them to calm down. He has been the one saying this all along, every day. But this man is still working freely. Tomorrow I go come outside, I want protest. I want talk about government. DSS will come after me. Who is Sheikh Gumi? Is he bigger than this country? Who is this man? A man that openly comes out to support banditry. But we are still abhorring this man in this country. The governor of Zamfara State came out and said he will wipe out bandits in less than 2 months or 1 month. But the security agency listens to their organ at the top in Abuja. You people are just playing games with us. Who is Sheikh Gumi? Why will Nnamdi Kanu be? I'm not even making this video because of Nnamdi Kanu. I'm making it because I see this country, anything that has to do with terrorism, you'll be captured and you don't understand, you face the law. If Nnamdi Kanu is facing the law for coming out to speak out of freedom for his people, and this man is out here promoting and supporting banditry, but he's working freely. You people are jokers. Tinubu will wait for you 2027. Not worry. Nigerians, content creator, influencers speaking out concerning insecurity in Nigeria. Everybody should post this man. This man is the problem. Who is Sheikh Gumi? This man must go down. He must face the law. Who be this man? We will not just be calling on Donald Trump to come. Meanwhile, we know somebody that is highly behind banditry in Nigeria. Nobody's talking about this man. This is the man this is the problem of Nigeria. This man. This man. If they wipe out bandits and this man still there alive, bandits will come out again because these are the pioneers and the brain and the men behind banditry in Nigeria.
Bam. Guys, please continue to double tap the screen to like, oh, I beg. See, una know say they get Nigerian Army get School of Islamic Affairs. Are you guys aware? See, Nigerian Army School of Islamic Affairs. Do you know that your Nigerian notes have Islamic inscription on it? Do you know that the Nigerian Army logo has Muslim what's it called, inscription on it? Do you guys know? Okay, now you know. Look at it. Is there a Christian school or is there a school of Christian affairs within the military? I don't know what they ask. Do we have a traditionalist school of affairs in the military? Okay. And people will come here, they go talk, say we must be one. I want to see how we can be one in this scenario. I want to see how you from back want to turn secular country into Muslim. I want to see it. I want to. The secret is out. Una plan don't blow up in una faces now. See, why does the army logo have an Arabic inscription? Why? Does it have Christian inscription? Does it have traditionalist inscription? Does it have atheist inscription? Okay, let's move on. Muna laugh small.
Yes, what's going on here?
You need to speak to the governor. It's a matter of urgency.
Please, continue to double tap to like,
And what's the meaning of that?
It's a Christian genocide.
It's not genocide.
Genocide.
See. Genocide or not genocide, the government is actually busy. He's busy with a lot of projects and a very big investment. What do you mean the governor is busy? See, we don't have any time to waste. This is a matter of the lives of his constituents. We need to speak to him now. Is it why you are constituting nuisance here? The governor is busy. He's very, very busy. Now, wow, we shall go to my government with this now.
No, let's go inside and finish the investment now.
What are they doing inside the government? Who let them in?
They came to complain that there's Christian genocide.
General again. Why do you people keep coming up with this narrative? Let me make it clear. There's no Christian genocide anywhere. You people should stop projecting that propaganda. It does not exist. The two criminals, the two kidnappers that were arrested in the bush in the east the other day, two of them had Christian name, Peter and John. So, okay, are they not Christians?
What are you saying?
Your Excellency, we are not talking about kidnappers. Kidnapping happens everywhere. We are talking about a calculated attack being carried out by extremists. This is pure Christian genocide.
Are you in a position to tell me what it is? It doesn't matter what is happening. Let's go and finish up the investment. And they're investing for you people. You buying grapes. Very major investment.
Hello, sir. Ogadona, I can hear you, sir.
They're killing record numbers of Christians. The USA will immediately stop.
No, sir, we are on it. We are doing everything. We are doing everything. You are seeing. We are going to see news now. We are doing everything. We are stopping it now. All hands on deck. Hello, Masha. Hello, Masha. 6252 division. Everybody out.
Hey, how apt is that? Apt. Now, content creators don't take them. They don't talk about them for TikTok.
Was a Nigerian student, went to a university in the northern region of Nigeria, where she was a minority as a non-Muslim. Now, she happened to say something, I believe, in a text thread that was viewed as quote-unquote blasphemous to the Prophet Muhammad. And as a result of that, she was not only pulled out of her residency, but she was stoned in public. She was set on fire. And then they put her up in a tree. Yeah. Now, the reason you've likely never heard this story is because of who is behind it and who is covering for it. You see, while the Nigerian government is pretending that this never happened or never happened in the way that it was reported, which is what happened. As a matter of fact, there was a celebration of this happening. Take a look at this. These are the sorts of messages you would see following the execution of Deborah, right there. To avoid a Deborah fate, mind your business and keep Islam and its activities out of your mouth. Now, if she was seen as the problem by these individuals, then I would say there is likely an issue with this sort of ideology, would you not?
They ask questions.
Has a selfish interest. Do you think Donald Trump wants the best Nigeria, or do you think he has a selfish interest?
Of course, he hasn't got Nigerian best interest. Where have you ever seen all over the world that America went into and got a place? Go and check Iraq, check Libya, check everywhere.
These people have a comprehension problem. This is shameful.
Are you happy that he's coming, or are you saying that we can handle things ourselves?
You are well read, right?
Yes,
if you are well read, you don't even think that Trump can come to Nigeria. Nigeria is not a pushover at all, so he can never try to come. So that's it.
Nigeria is not Venezuela or Afghanistan. It's not state of emergency.
This is embarrassing.
There is no war going on in Nigeria. If you are saying people are dying, they are killing people in Gaza, they are killing people in Ukraine. What did Donald Trump do? I'm not saying he can't come to Nigeria, but Nigeria is a sovereign state.
He's a racist. He doesn't like Nigeria at all.
Do you think Donald Trump has Nigerians' best interest at heart, or do you think he has a selfish reason?
America always have interests
wherever they go. It's just like what happened in Afghanistan. Once they vested their interest, they will come with confusion like this now to get
Now
what
propaganda.
They
they just find people
there will still
who agree with
that.
them,
That's why
then
I
push
say
the
it's
thing
both.
out.
Now, I want
That's
you to
what they
stand
do.
on a particular point.
I give it to Donald Trump.
You want him to come in?
Yes.
Some people are saying that the intervention of the international body, that's America right now, will bring about stability. Some other people are saying they should leave us. We're going to handle things ourselves. What do you say?
We don't need Trump to handle insecurity in Nigeria.
We can do it ourselves.
110%.
So, but we need the shake. And
Why
it was
we need
necessary.
a wake-up call? Maybe that's what Trump is doing, which makes sense, but he doesn't
Why
necessarily
you
have
never go
to
fight now, bros?
physically engage.
A lot of things has
We
happened.
can do
Nigerians
it
happened to me.
ourselves.
It has happened to a lot of people. We need action. So if he's coming there to have his own or his piece of cake, I don't care. Donald Trump should come and do whatever you want to do. As long as we have security.
You're really taking things already, you understand? So
exactly.
It's better that they take the things and we feel the impact.
So you're saying the intervention will bring law and order in Nigeria?
Yeah, it will help in a way.
Donald Trump talking about Nigeria is just bringing a light about what is going on in Nigeria at the moment. Yeah. Donald Trump's intervention in Nigeria is a plus, but Nigeria needs support, not what he's trying to do.
Have you been a victim of any of this insecurity before?
Yeah, in my whole town, I don't want to mention the name, but we have a lot of insecurities. So I think this is a welcome development. If you can really work with the Nigerian government, they can sincerely put this to an end.
They cannot work with the government as it is, though. Those people, they are compromised.
It's not for Nigeria's benefit. Obviously, it's for
his own benefit.
Absolutely.
What are 3 things you think Donald Trump is interested in Nigeria right now?
Our resources, of course.
One.
Our oil.
What else? Just oil?
Yeah.
But with the oil that we've had over the years, have you been a beneficiary, sir?
I know I haven't been, but I just hope to our president in Nigeria, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, you're the father of the nation. We don't need Trump to come and intervene in Nigeria. Please.
Do your job, sir.
Do your job, sir.
I know. Person when make I even play the video of where they do his job. Meanwhile, Chinese people have been exposed. Apparently now the same Oshomole now expose them.
Those involved in this illegal mining, they use choppers. They procure arms exactly the same way as our military were doing in the South. They give them arms. They use choppers to come and cut away the gold. And they take them out of this country and make billions of US dollars. And the federal government is not doing what it should be doing. I took this letter to the former president when I was national chairman of APC. And I said, call the general to give you more brief. In fact, what is happening or what something really happened in that part of the country was exactly what the general told me was going to happen. Because these guys have been weaponized by the illegal big men who deploy them, secure territories, and the weapon is meant to protect the Chinese and other foreigners who they actually employ to carry out the mining. And on occasion, they use the same weapon to carry out banditry, kidnapping, and all of the terrible things that are going on. Chief of Committee Chairman of Defense Staff, tell the defense I said so. That some retired military officers, army officers are involved in it. The day we can't tell the truth, this country cannot flourish. We can't change our, when it affects our people, we are at our best. We talk strong. Some other people appear to be above the law. That is what is going on with solid mineral. It is not that we don't know where it is. We have a whole survey of where we have what across the length and breadth of Nigeria. We also know, everybody complaining about certain people from certain nationalities. How they got here, even as we are talking now, they are doing those illegal mining. And those guys are getting richer when states are getting poorer. But we carry the consequences of banditry, kidnapping, and that thing, which these on illegal armed men, which they equip. Sir, who can afford to buy a chopper to land in an illegal mining site, cut away gold, return to sanity, and then on the way to airport, bam, take them out of the country? This is happening. So I agree with you, but my position is that we shouldn't, as senators, be lamenting
As senator, we should fix the problem. We should tell the executive, you must deploy exactly the same force that you deploy against illegal oil bunkering. That same force should be deployed to deal with criminals who are money. When I say criminal, it can be a retired general, it can be a retired permanent secretary, it can be a retired trade unionist or a retired labor leader. Whoever is involved, they should be dealt with. Let Nigeria see that we are not condoning this. We are not lamenting what is going on. You know, when you have a country of people who are above the law because they are supposed to have served the country and they have retired and now they become...
Make una hear wetin una president talk. Abeg, I really want you guys to hear what he said. This is his after Donald Trump don't come out strong. This is the response that your T-Pain Bala Blue came out to say. Please tell me if this shows any strength. You make it. You be the judge.
The task ahead is immense. We are engaging the world. The task ahead is immense. We are engaging the world diplomatically, and I assure all of you that we will, defeat terrorism in this country. The task ahead is immense.
Salobua. Now like this, Omo forget to Trump is coming. There's nothing that will stop him. This is bullshit. This does not speak to somebody who cares. All they are doing is just they're trying to gaslight, is not working. They're trying to use propaganda, is not working. You are giving speeches, beautiful speeches. You suppose right now they go say, oh more. If you see what they happen for this side, they deal with terrorists, nothing. Meanwhile, you have a Gumi acting like the government. In a country that is supposed to be secular. I beg, guys, make una continue to double tap the screen. If you have not liked, please like the video. I beg. Like the video, subscribe, share if you have not yet done so. Romo has it that Shomale has several illegal mines in Edo State and environments. I won't be surprised. I won't be shocked. They will all be exposed. We need to see it. They will all be exposed. Can you imagine? This is what your president came out to say with waiting. You not see as Trump take come out, take talk, and people they vex say the man say na disgrace country. Please, does this not reek of disgrace? Does this not already reek of disgrace? I don't understand. Until we start to tell ourselves the brutal truth, we ain't moving forward as a country. Now come and they do Nigeria. So see your president sit down comfortably under AC. Now never ready. Now say more na wait. Now go soon see action. Listen to this Fulani Christian.
Come out and say that. I mean, it is my Fulani people doing all this, and I'm Fulani by trying. I should shut my mouth. Let me tell you something. Just because they are Fulani people, just because they are Fulani by tribe, and I'm Fulani by tribe, this can never stop me from coming out to speak against the atrocities that is being done to Christians, or that they are still doing to Christians. It can never. They are Fulani by tribe, I'm Fulani by tribe. So what? What relationship did I have with them? Is it not only the tribe? What relationship did I have with them? You're telling me that I should shut up. You must be a joker. You must be joking. Abdulsalam, you must be joking. You better wake up from that your dream. You better wake up from your dream. That's my message to you. You must be joking. And like I've said, by the special grace of God, no going back. Forward ever, backward never. No matter the intimidation, no matter the discrimination, no matter the manipulation, no matter the insult, no matter the threat to life, no matter the criticism, no matter the victimization, no going back. Forward ever, backward never. If all that I went through because of my faith in Christ Jesus did not make me to look back, then I'm not sure if there is anything on earth that will make me a second thought on why I accepted Christ as my personal Lord and Savior. I am saying it unapologetically, forward ever, backward never. If all that I've gone through because of my faith in Christ Jesus did not make me to compromise my faith in Christ Jesus, nothing on earth can make me to compromise my faith in Christ Jesus. Not even you, Abdulsalam. Not even you. Not even you. See, sending to me, what you're busy sending to me, that you know my location, you know that now I am in so place, which quite all right, yes, quite all right. All the locations you mentioned that yes, I'm in so location, I can tell you that fine, you are right. At that moment, any moment you mention that I'm in so location, and it's happened to be the truth that I'm in that location, you are right. But you know what? Whatsoever that will happen to me, except if God permit it. If God did not permit it, you can do nothing. You can do nothing. Your traits can do nothing. Yes, your traits can do nothing. You always guess right. I did not even know either among the 8 numbers that I noticed that they are monitoring my movement, my communication, my messages and everything. I don't know if your number is among those that are monitoring my communications. If your number is among those 8 numbers that are monitoring my movement and my communication, I don't know. But Abdulsalam, I want to let you know that all the guests that you guessed, that now I know where you are in so place, you always guess right. But if God did not permit whatsoever that will happen to me, you can do nothing. Nothing. You can do nothing. In fact, we will even meet, and we will even exchange pleasantries. But you can do nothing. Because I believe that when God decided to take me away, no physician on earth can preserve my life even for a second. And when God decided to keep me, no man born of a woman can touch even my hair. Even my hair, when God decided to keep me, no man born of a woman can touch even my hair. Yes. And when God decided to take me away, no physician on earth can preserve my life even for a second. So Abdulsalam, you can do nothing. My life is not in your hands. My life is in the hands of God. And the truth that you are trying to put fear in me to stop talking about it is too late for you. Why did I say so? Because right from the beginning, I don't know what is called fear. I don't know what is called fear. Yeah. Right from the beginning, I did not even know what is called fear. I did not even know what is called fear. Continue ranting here and there, expecting that you manipulate fear into me. I don't even know what is meant by fear. I don't even know about it. So as long as it's come to me, when it's come to my faith in Christ Jesus, I don't even know what fear is all about. Because my Bible tells me that God did not give us the spirit of fear, but the spirit of courage and of boldness. That's just it.
Guys, please continue to double tap the screen to like if you have not yet liked. To those who have liked, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Welcome to those that are just joining us.
Governments have proven to us that they are in charge of terrorism in Nigeria. They are in charge of terrorism in Nigeria. And this is why terrorists will continue to kidnap innocent citizens, terrorize the whole country.
Double tap your screen device to like, or click on the 3 dots at the top right corner to like, share, subscribe if you haven't yet done so.
They will definitely become the president of the country. This is why terrorism and banditry have become the side jobs of the politicians. And they are all doing it and succeeding because the security agencies are not doing the needful. And the politicians are also not doing the needful. Because I don't see a country like this where terrorists are forgiven, but freedom fighters are trapped to jail. What's the meaning of that? They go say come out and say they won't get peace talk, and both the security agencies and the politicians will be posing and taking pictures with them. Posing and taking pictures with them. Where is your conscience, Nigerian government? Where is your conscience?
President Trump, I have an advice for you. I'm retired Nigerian journalist Kemi Olunloyo, Dr. Kemi. It's November 2nd, 2025. I'm going to send this video to Margot, Dan, and Caroline. Please watch it. If you decide to strike Nigeria, please. We've had AFRICOM everywhere in West Africa, and the people don't like AFRICOM. Those that don't like AFRICOM are the enemies of the people. They're the same people killing the people. There is no mercy. President Trump, Secretary Hegseth, send a B-2 Spirit stealth over there. Send a B-2 Spirit stealth bomber over there like you did for Iran. Northeast to Nigeria, a very beautiful conservation forest that we used to visit as kids in the 70s. Sambisa Forest. Empty that forest. Clear Sambisa Forest. That is the headquarters of Boko Haram. That is where they live, work, and plan every terror attack. Whether they're killing people, Muslims, Christians, or they're targeting churches, rebranding as bandits and kidnappers. I tweeted this that they're going to rebrand when they run out of bombs. That's their headquarters. Send a B-2 stealth bomber over there. Spirit stealth, like you did for Iran. Free the people. Many have died in the struggle, President Trump. Secretary Hegseth, I read your tweet that you're ready. Yes, sir. Okay, we need to free the Nigerian people. Christian genocide, all right, it's just a way they cover up their terrorism, but they want Christians gone. They want to convert us to a Muslim country. Now, people are very divided over religion because some of us, I'm sitting here, I'm Catholic. My family's Anglican because I went to Catholic school. I attended Catholic churches all my life. I raised my own offsprings at Catholic. My grandmother is one of the most prominent Muslim women in Nigeria. She's late now, died at 103. But using religion to not target Christians and now committing genocide. And the government can't figure it out yet. It's time. Send a spirit stealth over there and wipe out that forest. Let's start that way. I said this when General Langley was there. I covered Langley and AFRICOM for the last 2 years. And I said this, they are a lot. They're not just Boko Haram. We have Al-Qaeda, West Africa. We have Ansaru. We have ISWAP. They have different names. And the Nigerian media, the mainstream media, the fake news media who are loyal to the governments, every single government, they continue announcing the different terrorist groups to us. Oh, there's another terrorist group. In 2014, I believe, I will dig up that tweet. Some of you know how to dig up tweets. If you know how to dig up tweets, dig it up for me. I tweeted the Nigerian army that they were always falsifying the amounts of people they caught. This afternoon already, Nigerian army neutralizes terrorists, arrests some terrorists, blah, blah, blah. It didn't happen. The mainstream media is part of that problem. It didn't happen. They didn't neutralize nobody. And it's just for your information, President Trump, there are people out there who are real bandits and real terrorists, and the Nigerian government pardons them. You see, some of these young boys that protest the government were arrested in 2016 during a march, and they call them the IPOB boys. All this stuff is on the internet. The IPOB boys, many of them were massacred in the 2016 rally, and some were taken to Port Harcourt prison. This is the same prison that I was persecuted and locked up 3 times as a journalist. I met them there and I did lots of interviews. Never released. Maybe this is the time. Those young people were innocent young people, 18 to 25-year-old Southeast Nigerian boys that they put in there. Now, if Buhari, late Buhari, was calling the IPOB boys a terrorist group and even proclaimed them a terrorist group, why hasn't he done the same amnesty he did for the northern Nigerian Boko Haram terrorists? The Boko Haram terrorists have repentance programs. They have entire programs for them where they repent and say, I'm not going to be a terrorist anymore. I'm going to get a regular job. And they insert them right back into the Nigerian army and the Nigerian police. This is what's going on in Nigeria. Anybody that tells you something else, President Trump, Secretary Hegseth, is lying. Okay? Kemi Olunloyo, Dr. Kemi. all right? And it's time for more independent journalists to even be at that White House to cover Nigeria. A lot of them are working, okay, for the successive governments. The situation in Benue, the situation in Plateau, it's not new. They've been targeting Christians. If you want to target people in restaurants, go in restaurants. And let's see a lot of restaurant attacks. If you want to target people in schools, let's see a lot of school attacks. If you want to target people in nightclub, let's see a lot of nightclub attacks. But we don't have a series of those kind of attacks. What we have is people in churches. Please send that beat too.
Una see Kemi Oluloyo came guns blazing. That's why I played it. I'm like, yes. Okay, let me clear my throat. Una say me US not enter Nigeria. Oh, they be coming for resources. They want to come and chop our resources. Meanwhile, you are living dirt poor, no electricity, no water, no transportation, no jobs. You are living in abject poverty, scrambling. Let me read this. This is from Cable Index. U.S. funding to Nigeria for HIV/AIDS intervention programs. This is from 2010 to 2025. You can see the numbers on my screen. Sis, Obi, thank you so much. Oh, I appreciate. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for the super chat. Oh, thank you. So, 2010, $326.35 million. Where is the money? Where is the money? 2011, $302.21 million. 2012, $231.52 million. 2013, $415.6 million. 2014, $332.5 million. 2015, $198.4 million. 2016, $264.2 million. 2017, $239 million. 2018, $232.2 million. 2019, $175.8 million. 2020, $274.56 million. 2021, $215.94 million. 2021, $215.94 million. 2022, $263.76 million. 2023, $244.98 million. 2024, $288.7 million. 2025, $136.2. Please make una calculate everything. Una tell me, and una say make US no enter. Where the money? Which una take and do? Guys, please continue to double tap the screen to like. Thank you. Now see about ourselves now. They are coming for our resources. They are coming for our resources. Resource, they show for your body. Listen to a testimony of someone who lives in the north.
As a Christian, I grew up in the north. I'm mixed. My family is Muslim and Christian. My auntie built one of the biggest mosques in Jankasa, in the southern Kaduna part of Nigeria. So I've experienced the fight. I've seen it. When people say, "Oh, they are calling Christians, they are killing Muslims," how many Muslims have they killed? Let me even say that. I know it's doing the killing. I've experienced it firsthand. I'm not saying that I'm shaking because I'm pissed. People are trying to sit on the fence. Oh, I don't want to offend this religion. When it comes to their turn, they will stand on it. When they killed Deborah, they stood on it. People who tweeted about it. I had issue with my cousin because of that. She supported the killing of Deborah. So why won't I support my own religion? In Jos, see, that's one killing in Jos has been happening since, I can't even remember, I was in primary school. I know what I've seen. So why would people be sitting on the fence? I've seen it. Why people lying? If the way they are, this Nigeria would have scattered. Nigeria would have scattered by now. They are killing Christians every time. People will be sitting on the fence. I know the Bible is teaching us to forgive our enemies, yes. But people need to speak up. If it's Muslim, they are killing. Nigeria would have scattered by now. Even right now, if they arrest a Muslim person, the justice is different from when they catch an Igbo man that is a Christian. So when people sitting on the fence, people should say the truth. Last 2 weeks, I think they were still killing in Kaduna. For Christians, they were in the church, they carried them. So when people lying that it's not Christian, they want to come and take resources. Which resources? The resources you are talking about, which of you have gained from it? Which of you have gained from the resources you are talking about? Even in Meduguri, they have put it into war zones because of lithium. They have scattered it. Look at Bayelsa. Bayelsa is supposed to be one of the richest and cleanest states because of oil. Look at what Bayelsa is. Bayelsa is so scattered. And if I say they are coming to come and take resources, tell me which of you have gold bars here. Tell me. People will not be sitting on the fence.
Is Nigeria a
Mike Arnold writes, okay, let me read what he wrote. The Nigerian government and their media puppets are in full panic mode, scrambling to stop international scrutiny, terrified of real intervention, but they are not offering solutions. Just lies, deflection, empty outrage. Why? Because the truth is this: the Nigerian government is not merely failing to stop terrorism, built to accommodate it. They empower those who believe it is righteous to kill for faith, tribe, or ideology. They don't fight extremists. They welcome them, protect them, bow to them. This isn't cowardice. It's not just complicity. It is one with evil. Where the world sees terrorists, Nigerians' ruling class sees constituents, voting blocs, coalition partners, bosses, money, until we dismantle the belief that some lives are disposable, the blood will not stop. And this may require dismantling the government built by those who embrace it. No society that permits this ideology to flourish will last, and no system that protects it deserves to. Okay. Make una say Asari don dey ready o. Asari is ready to take on the American military. Okay? Now, we notified Nigerian government about Yewata terrorist attack multiple times, but they did nothing. Okay? For those of you that say they should share intelligence fire you people there. Intelligence. See, the Tinubu government is searching for missing 210 trillion from the NNPC, yet no one seems to be treating it as a serious issue. With that kind of money, Nigeria shouldn't even need to borrow from China. Or is it Trump and America that stole the money? We could not listen to Barrister.
Look, Moses, as I speak with you now, this government is looking for 210 trillion naira that was missing from NNPC. And nobody has seen it as a very big issue. 210 trillion naira. With that kind of money, do you need to borrow? Why not look for it? Did America collect the money from you? Is it not within Nigeria that some people are keeping that money? Why not look for it? Mr. Moses, why not look for it? Because it happened within 10 years of this APC administration. And so you left it. You are not talking about it. Rather, you want to go and borrow. So what is the guarantee that when you borrow this money, it will not go the way of this 210 trillion naira? You can see that we are our own worst enemy. Yet we keep blaming the Western power, blaming China, blaming everybody. They want to take the economy. They want to do this. If you put your hands in order and they now coming to help you,
All right.
so we are our own enemy. Let nobody blame anybody. Whatever, economically or politically, whatever, it is man-made. We created it. We saw when it happened, but everybody kept quiet. We are pampering it, trying to defend it, trying to say whatever. Like some people are saying that there is nothing wrong in borrowing. Everybody, there is nothing wrong in borrowing. Are you serious? The one you borrowed, where is it? That's the first question. The National Assembly don't ask the question. Whenever they bring me for to borrow money, they approve it. They're not asking this money. The one we're even looking for, who is with it? And then please give us details of that money. Can you take such an amount of money from Chinese government? Can anybody see that type of money in America? You can see now. You can see how you have made that we have made this country look like a joke, and we are blaming Trump and whoever. Look, more will come with the way things are, because this government has not learned any lesson. Look at, we are talking about a big problem here. You are going to borrow money again, shamelessly.
All right then.
Una hear? I don't hear. This is it, all the money. So now tell me, which resources now they want to chop from our hand? Where is the resource? Show me now. Where is the resource? See, Vice Grad say USA Africa Command has drafted plans for possible military operations in Nigeria to target. Please tell you people who are misunderstanding and running with false narrative, may they not go hit their heads for wall. May they read to understand, not read to rush. Just because they want to justify. I cannot imagine the slaughter of your own brothers and sisters on the other side, and you are intentionally misinterpreting what is being said because you want to run a narrative. Hey! God, I beg you. U.S. Africa Command has drafted plans for possible military operations in Nigeria to target Islamist groups like Boko Haram and ISWAP. The plans outline 3 intervention levels: light, medium, and heavy, but no immediate deployment has been confirmed. General Dagvin Anderson is expected to visit Nigeria soon. Mona, you people should hold your chair tight. It's about to get rocky. Now, Sanusi Lamido Sanusi. It is a known fact that in 1995 in Kano, the former Nigerian CBN governor, Sanusi Lamido Sanusi, who is the current emir of Kano, led a mob to unalive a man, Gideon Akaluka, a trader, because he was accused of blasphemy. Sanusi Lamido had to run away from the country because General Sani Abacha declared him wanted and served a death sentence for all the leaders that led the heinous act. Those which involved, including the mobbing, were sentenced to unalive. Like I do say, I honestly don't have a problem with northerners wanting to practice Sharia law the way it suits them, but it be an aberration, an abnormality for me to share same country with them. Religion to them is a cultural value, just like how much I revere my Yoruba-ness. This is from Alabi Omo Ayodele Niofa. Okay. So this guy is not escaping. Eyes are on him as well. Reverend, please. I beg, Mona, clap for my reverend. I beg. I don't get reverend now. I beg. Those people that they pray, they say that they pray for me. This one that they always attack church, attack Christianity. I don't see reverend when I go fit even listen to. Okay? Now, please listen to my Reverend Ezekiel Gachomo.
How can they look for somebody that doesn't? You are Azajana never to the buyer so abroad. Who rather are you on pastor to my churches? Sakamara Lafia Sula, which a cover Girasa. That's in the best I can make. That's never one day get from Abua.
Okay, the true picture of Christianity in Nigeria isn't about pastors living lavishly or flying private jets. It's about pastors in the north, like this man, standing fearlessly to defend his faith. Okay, on that note, my people, we are going to do a break in transmission so I can go and refresh matter long. We will come back as the day progresses. Thank you all so much for liking this video, for being here with me, for all of us joining our voices and ensuring that the voice of the vulnerable and those that have been innocently taken away from us is heard, for giving them voices, for adding our own voice and adding our own comments. Thank you very much, guys. Please continue to add your voice and add the little you can add. Okay. To those of you that are saying one Nigeria, well, I know they follow na do that one Nigeria. As it stands, I know they follow na their country when Sharia go come be the one guy, it no go happen. If people want to have their Sharia, just like the tweet I read, they can have it in their corner. Let them have it in their north. If we break up, it will be better for all of us so that we can live our lives in peace. Okay? Because this past election has proven that we are divided on tribal. Let's not even pretend. Tinubu successfully divided if I even not believe in one Nigeria. I don't know why are they force when I they pretend. There's no need to pretend. You want to live in peace? Is this the kind of catastrophe you want to live for your children and your nieces? If you don't have children, you have nieces and nephews. Is this? I ask. So there are many small countries that are thriving. The one way go better for Nigeria such that we are all living peacefully. Now that one I know day for we must live together. Lie. If people are there ready to unalive anybody because of their faith, they should hold their side and remain eat themselves up in the north with Sharia. That is their problem. The middle belt say they want to go their own. Let them have their own. As long as peace reigns, I beg. Okay? These artists say they want go. Let them go. South, they are also some South even they push. They follow Biafrans. They push for their own. South go. Make everybody their day. We go no say okay. Sambisa Forest. We are never going there because that's where they decapitate. Maybe by the time they finish decapitating each other and buying themselves, now two go remain. They feel merge with their neighbors. That's all I can say. Because the way it is, let's not pretend. We are not going to pretend. There's no election that will happen in 2027. My mind no dead there. I'm sorry, guys. It's not going to. I know. In fact, my mind not dead there. Even Peter Obi said, if you see his body language, you'll know that he has even said it. Are you sure there'll be election in 2027? Not be there alive. They think of election. All this one we they talk. Guess what? T-Pain is busy doing. Busy receiving more people. Decamping into APC. That's what they are doing. They are not even thinking. They are not running at scatter to say, let's try and see what we can do. They are busy talking, doing rubbish. Meanwhile, before I go, they say they passed legislation. I'll be weird. Oh, there's this video I wanted to play. Abemuna no verse.
Yeah, wicked. The Abuja land grabber. I been on the work. I tell by now, as the FCT minister, where you be, as the wicked, the giant, where hold Nigeria for hand, hold PDP and APC for hand. You for don't come out with your food chest. Say, Trump, shut up your mouth. Now Nigeria they talk to like that. Or if I don't say, get away you. As they talk that, get away. You for don't get away now. May you not say Kakino be leather. You go just wake up, see yourself for US. And those your property where you hide there. Now this means for you take go. Talk now. As you have been talking here. You not talk again. You don't even make pain. You just go hide. So we can you feel hide. pity on you people. That is what we are seeing. When you know your left from right, people don't fit carry right, go left. They don't fit carry left, go right. Why? Because you know what you stand for. The other one come out. The whole Senate president, who am I to talk to Trump? See, they just they talk like woman. But now touch your body, you go get power.
Not be woman, I beg. Not be woman. Woman strong pass all these men, I beg.
To come to Nigeria.
Kind of derogatory thing is
As
that.
Senate president don't give them right, they can't land. Do not even fit talk. Your honor, who am I to tell America to talk to Trump? He's Trump not man like you. If
Exactly.
we stand for this country today, we put this right. Trump senior you.
Bam.
They say, who am I to talk to Trump? Trump senior you. But if we know our right, did America even suppose in the first place to even talk for we matter?
For where?
No, we right. But like, because we don't know our rights now, and they say on social media say that they have been saying China don't talk. What do you concern us at China? Britain don't even talk, like China. Who be China? The only thing where China get with time for now to come loot from us.
That's it.
To come pack our things, to come thief our gold. Now China they come for. China don't even get with time. Now to come carry fake things like all these fake things what they use now. Now China get with time for. Say make this country better. China not send us for that one. No. China never get that time. They not send us. So that's what you are saying. Today now everybody will talk for Senate concerning America now. The person they burn mouth.
Enough feed, they're not born them where they go open their book of remembrance.
Everybody they because their property they there.
Yes.
If they make pledge, they talk anyhow. Everything about them don't go.
That's
their
it.
Eye they on now. More than talk now. More than cause them. More than debunk their news. More than short strong. If I get might, more than sweaty go happen. Shame on you people. Shame on Nigerian leaders. Shame. Big shame on Una. All of the from say big shame. See Una.
You get one this thing when I want show now. Hey God, the way that thing did now. I did think. So US military don't draw up Nigeria plans with limited options to quell violence. So this was 7:18. No, let me see what date is here. This was 7 hours ago. Okay. See, you said. See waiting. See, the US is after our resources. See them. See the money all over. See the money. Until Trump enter. Cause when they support Trump that day, all of people they when they abuse me, they even block me join. They abuse me. Now waiting me vote Trump in for. Now they do so. I'm very proud. He never disappoints me. He never disappoints me.
Does it read? I saw this news yesterday from the Sahara reporters. It reads, it said Yoruba Union condemns Trump's threats. You know, it said Libya, Somalia, and others. Nigeria won't go that path. You know, this, when I saw this news, I was so, you know, it was so funny to me. You see, first of all, what I want to say here, I want you to know that I'm a full-fledged Yoruba man. So it does not have anything to do with tribal bigotry. So I can talk about this. I wonder why some Yoruba people, especially those that claim that they are educated and exposed, I wonder why they are dull. They are so dull. I can tell you for free. You see, the nation, you guys don't think, the nations that you are saying they are real, the Libya, the Somalia, and all that, they are core Islamic countries with terrorists. They are breeding terrorists. That's what it is. Terrorizing both their citizens, countries around them, and even terrorizing the world. So how could you compare Nigeria with such countries? Nigeria is not a core Islamic nation. Nigeria is more like a secular nation, but with very large population of Christians. I know the Muslims are still there, but Nigeria. So if Trump says, I am coming to Nigeria, you know, to invade these parts of Nigeria where these
Christians are going through these certain things. We know it's not only Christians that are going through these things. The truth is that when these guys are carrying out their cleansing, sometimes it affects the Muslims, but we know that the target majorly are Christians. Have you guys forgotten so soon? I wonder why Nigerians don't remember things. We tend to have dementia when it comes to some certain things in life. Sometime last year, some Catholic Christians were...
Unfortunately, Nadia, it take cut. If I find the video, I'm actually looking for the complete video. If I find it, I'll bring it. Look at this man begging. I don't know if you guys remember this video.
Because of all the other problems, it must be given priority. And let's stop these terrorists. Let's stop these bandits. Let's stop these extremists. Let's stop them. The world can do it. Let us be given back our freedom. We want to live like the rest of the world. They have robbed us of our freedom of doing basic things. You can't live normal.
See, this na during Democrat time, oh. In case you people are wondering, that's during Democrat time.
In say US Army na security board. Talaka. I say, if Donald Trump forget this matter, I no go forget this matter. If Donald Trump go forget, say 2 days don't pass, now me go remind am be this. I feel lie. I feel lie for Tinubu. Say Tinubu talk say we no get sense. I feel do that one too. And it's my paramount Nigerian government. My paramount. She be that is say that they mad. That they chop people money. That they say it's sweet. That they say it's sweet. And that they chop people money up and down. That they chop Nigerians money. That they say it's sweet. It's sweet, Abi. You go see bitter. You go see bitter for their mouth. People they suffer. Youth they suffer. That they say it's sweet. All this is going to do. They go to say that them be this thing. And they go back with Sam Larry. Everyone Sam Larry see me. About Sam Larry, they carry you. No, they be more bad. Now, best way not get power. Omoye mi. Emokote en ṣe o. Keto ma tutukutu e me and know wetin dey talk o. Me and know wetin dey do. And know wetin dey do. Someone say I no go. That's if they don't know wetin dey happen. This is not a cruise o. It's not a cruise.
Kene, under what presidency? Under what presidency now? Not be you there now they shout, send this too much talking, send. You follow join people when they drag me that day now. I be you say I don't forget. I bet more we know what we they do. Under which you go talk, under which presidency they send troop. When I know they lump issues together. I beg. I know so now love una selves, Democrats, not be quarrel. Everybody get right to support who you want to support, but please, I beg.
Bola Ahmed Tinubu not dey work for 2 years plus. He get leaders where they work for where una dey. Mona dey talk truth o. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu not dey work. He remove subsidy. Fuel price go up. Dollar can't go up. Cost of living go up. Bank charges go up. Tariff go up.
Who can they do all those work? If not be Bola Ahmed Tinubu government. Mona they talk truth.
I'm telling you.
Mona they talk truth. How can you say President Bola Ahmed Tinubu?
I'm telling you, this one made me laugh so hard when I said, I laugh. I said, not true. It don't work, true. Now, honestly, we need to thank Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to be honest. Honestly, we need to thank him because he has gotten us to a critical position in Nigeria now, a critical point in Nigeria where we can have conversations as to what will benefit all of us. I mean, give him the man his flowers. I mean, I'm not a supporter of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, but when I think about it, reverse side, man, the guy has done phenomenal work. You know, even see as they take the whole threat from Donald Trump very casually. They give beautiful speeches. They pronounce words. It's so that Oyibo people in France, grandfather, his France sugar daddy can hear him clearly. Abemona thank Tinubu. Tinubu don't try. I beg. He's working. Everything. He don't escalate everything that needs to be escalated in that Nigeria. Nigeria needs to break. Yes. We cannot continue like this. It's not normal. It is madness to continue like this. So yes, I support it. Anything will happen, I'm here for it. I want to let the seed die so that we go get bountiful harvest. I beg. It's too much. And then to even think that some Nigerians are denying the genocide against their own neighbors, that is the scariest part. Nigerians are wicked to themselves, so wicked. Not just in Nigeria, in the diaspora. There's a particular video that I want to show you guys. I can't find it now. Maybe when I come back later. Look at it. Can someone post what China has given to Nigeria? This is it. I just read it to you guys. The amount of money that Nigeria has received. Oh yeah. Trump wants oil. See your oil being stolen right in front of your eyes. But you won't do anything because you're a coward. Your issue is now with Trump. See, Nigerian Senate Committee reveals $303 billion crude oil theft. Refuses to mention names. Okay. All right, too. My New Yorkers, now well done, no. I see you now. They don't pass bill. They are passing, they say bill seeking visa ban and freeze Mieti Allah Cattle Breeders Association enters the US Congress. I'm actually following that. I don't know. Maybe they would have passed it by now. I don't know. This is from Son of Ayo. When Obama took a front seat in removing Goodluck Jonathan from office in 2015, America was not interested in our resources. Now that Trump is asking you to stop the unaliving, America is suddenly interested in our resources. Double freaking standards. This is Politician says, and no, Yoruba Muslims are not real Muslims. Because when I was in Jos, Yoruba Muslims were hiding with us. And it's not the first time. They really don't consider Yoruba Muslims as real Muslims. Because Yoruba Muslims are very liberal. They intermarry. They are very, they just do their own thing. They don't, this whole Islamic thing. No, they don't carry for it like that. Yoruba Muslims were hiding with us. Khadija, why are you running with us? God, I beg you. Hey, I'm looking for the article I wanted to share with you guys. Maybe now when I go come back with that too. I no see him again. I don't know where I put them. I say I want to read that for now, but I don't see him. But the Asari Dokubo people, may now go follow and they do press up. Okay, here it is. Outrage as Nigerians demand tough laws against citizens, aiding foreign plots to destabilize the country. So your House of Rep members are sitting down and trying to demand tough laws for people trying. Meanwhile, they have destabilized the country. They are looking outside instead of looking in. You see, say una representatives not know wetin they do them. Anyway, make the country kukuma, make it go the way when you want to go. We are all here for it. So my people, now here I go end up. I go see you now for my next one. To all those that were able to join, thank you very much. I appreciate you guys. They talk the rest later. Thank you. Have a great rest of the day. Bye.